close my eyes and I wait for the come down. I used to live in the now. Now I'm wiser to think that we are bulletproof. Teens with thicker skin, now we just bruise. We were hopeless and we're hopeless now. But I remember we threw our fists in the air singing. I remember when we were kids, never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark, we used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care. And I remember, yeah, I remember. No, but I remember we threw our fists in the air singing. I remember when we were kids, never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark, we used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care. And I remember, yeah, I remember.
Yo, what's up, Twitch chat? How we doing? How we doing? Hello, hi. It's Sunday. It's still the weekend, technically, but it's the end of the weekend. We're coming to a close. Didn't you just tweet no stream tonight? I literally tweeted the opposite, so I don't know whose Twitter you were reading. Lav has a lot of work to do, so she won't be in chat, but she's listening to stream over FaceTime. Lav, hi. This is a big shout out to you. If you guys have extra money, throw it at Lav. Go support the streams. Go support the streams that Lav does, as well as Shira's, and as well as any of the other mods that we have here. Please go support them as well. We want to have a well-rested, well-fed, well-supported mod team because they do so freaking much for this community. So, yeah. Oh, hello, guess I'm early today. What's up, Bubby? How we doing? Nice to see you here. Procrastinating a bunch, but I'm doing good. Good. I mean, not for the procrastination part, but I also understand how that goes. I do that all the damn time. You have a new hat? I do! There's a hat command, if you want to know about the hat. Stream but no games. Yeah, stream but no games. I dig the hat. Thank you, Amber. I appreciate that. A company in New York City by the name of Baikono sent this to me, as well as a really cool face mask that has the same Korean saying on it. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool of them to send this to me. They make it all like handmade. They work 9-to-5 jobs, and then they like go to basically their like at-home workshop, I guess, and like make these like out of one of their like garages, which is really neat. So they're like a very small, brand new, like homegrown company essentially, which is really neat. Procrastination is what I'd use to describe myself. Yeah, I feel you on that one, Mr. Quacks. I'm the same way. ADHD brain means that I legitimately procrastinate everything to last second. So, yeah. Hey, y'all, you're looking great, and I'm happy I'm early for some chill vibes today. Yeah, you're all looking great, chat. You're all looking wonderful. We love you all. It's good to have you here, Anti-Trendy Teen. Good to see you. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Hey, what's up, Margot? Good to see you here. Welcome, welcome. How is everyone? Yo, what's up, Allie? Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Long hair, Brian. Yeah, I mean, so Morgan literally just asked if I wanted to have my hair trimmed yesterday, which will be happening very soon here. Randy, thank you for the bits. Hello there, Mr. Boogle. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. I'm very tired for some reason. I'm like super tired today. Both Morgan and I woke up and we were just like, we're exhausted and we don't really, well, like, I know why she's exhausted. Because Sig decided to eat a whole bunch of one of our ferns that we have. That's like a cat-safe fern. So it wasn't like he poisoned himself. It just he ate something he wasn't supposed to. So his stomach did the cat thing and went, hey, you weren't supposed to eat that, dummy. And he decided to puke 4 times in our house. Just plant shit all over the place. So there's some barf here in my office, which has never been barfed in before. So I feel very sad. He barfed in the downstairs hallway. He barfed all over the kitchen. He's just a stupid head, but I'm glad that he's okay at least. Are you playing anything today? No, not tonight. We're just doing chill time, but we're both like super tired today, and we just couldn't get our energy back, despite coffee and caffeine and whatnot, and staying hydrated and whatever, eating a good meal, etc. Just have not been able to recover my energy today. I'm not sure why, because I wasn't really up super late last night or anything. And I had a pretty relaxing night last night besides doing a little back-end work. So I'm not really 100% sure why, but I just kind of didn't feel like trying to multitask playing a game and chatting tonight at the same time. So those of you looking forward to, I know that earlier today I said I would maybe play like Fall Guys or Spiritfarer. But I just, like, my brain is not going to be there if I'm able to do that. Or, see, there you go. My brain would not be able to be there if I tried to do that, is what I meant to say. So, yeah, I am, your game room has been tainted. Yeah, I mean, this room is dedicated to, like, work and gaming and stuff. So I'm a little bit sad that there's barf on my carpet here now. So, yeah. Even boys? Yeah, thank you for keeping the boys even as much as you can, Chad, as far as the petting goes. That's totally fine. I hope so, because it's what you're getting. Energy, I don't know her. There's been a couple days where I've just been feeling like super good, and I've been like majorly productive, especially recently. I've had like a lot of really good days like that. But for whatever reason, just today, I just can't bounce back. So tonight, we're just chatting, we're chilling, we're vibing out. It's Sunday Vibe Chat. So if you guys got good news, whether it's something really small or something huge that you want to share with the chat, please make sure to do so. Remember, there's a lot more of you than there is of me, so I'm not going to be able to catch everything in chat. But hopefully other members of the community will talk with you and support you and whatnot and validate you. So yeah, go for it. I think it will be very, very cool. Chat is its own thing while Brian plays. Yeah, normally when I'm playing a game and I'm distracted by it or whatever, chat does a really good job of keeping themselves occupied, and you guys are so great at that. I really love that. Brian, I have matcha ice cream. I've never had it, and I think it's really good. Yo, I love matcha ice cream. That's awesome, Bubby. Good news, I'm going to be an aunt. Yo, Jay Avalon, congrats. That's really cool. That's very, very cool. I did my first affiliate stream yesterday. Allie, congrats on making affiliate. Very, very cool. Made another Etsy sale today. I'm super happy. Lavender, Layla, very awesome. Said a few minutes ago, but good news. Yesterday, I dyed the underlayer of my hair orange for spooky season, and it was my first time bleaching my own hair, and it was very scary and fun. Yeah, isn't bleaching your own hair like it's tough, right? Because like Morgan does all of it for me, and she does so much research to make sure that she's not like destroying my hair. And she's done a great job every time she's ever done it. But it is like that first time especially, you're just like, am I going to fry my hair forever? Am I going to mess up everything forever? So congrats to you on that. That's really cool. I bet it looks awesome. I'll have to check out. I don't know if you put anything up on Twitter or anything, but I'll have to check it out after the stream. Good news, my birthday is tomorrow, and I get to also see my girlfriend for the first time in weeks. Yo, Harry Potter, that's awesome. Very cool. Hopefully we'll be able to wish you a happy birthday tomorrow, or if I decide to stream for a long time past midnight my time, we'll hopefully wish you a happy birthday here on stream. But that's awesome that you'll be able to see your girlfriend. I hope you've both been responsibly social distancing and whatnot, so that you can keep each other safe and have a great time together. Good news, my birthday is on Saturday. I lost 6 more pounds and my Pan Pride flag came in the mail. Yo, Jill, that is amazing to hear. That is excellent news. All of that's good. A lot of birthdays around this time. It's wild. October has a lot of birthdays in this community. Also, Ethan's birthday is this month, so that's cool. I have to figure out like a good birthday gift to get him, so yeah. Watch some close calls in bleaching thanks to Brad Mondo's vids. Yeah, there's a lot of like horror stories out there about people who just didn't follow the directions properly, who have just zapped the crap out of their hair. Morgan is the MVP. She really is. Morgan is incredible at pretty much everything that she puts her mind to, and I love seeing her like thriving, doing like streaming now. She's an affiliate now, so thank you to anyone who's checked out her Twitch channel and subscribed to her and supported her in any way. That's a really nice thing for you guys to do, but anytime she does like a ton of research in anything, she always does like a really good job with it, and I'm very lucky to have her because knowing me, I would mess up something and I would destroy my hair if I tried it myself. Yo, thank you so much, Mr. Lars, for gifting Linza with a sub. That's so nice of you. Thank you for supporting me and another member of this community with that generosity. Can we please get some pride spammed in the chat for that very, very kind gifted sub? J. Ray Green, what's up? Good to see ya. Welcome, welcome. Marble Mom, good to see you. Good news, Marble Mads came home last weekend and Marble Bro came home this weekend. Bad news, it will now be 2 weeks before I see either of them. Oh no, because of like quarantining stuff. Totally understandable, but at least they're home, and hopefully you'll have a whole bunch of good times together once that quarantine block is over. Thank you for adhering to guidelines and being smart about everything going on. More good news because I forgot about it. Might walk to the local park and meet up with a friend I haven't seen in months after school. Yo, B-Boy, I've done a couple of those good social distancing like meetups with a friend or two here and there at parks and whatnot. So that's awesome. I hope that you have a wonderful time, B-Boy. Very, very cool. Gotta go feed the creatures. Very important thing to do, Megan. No problem. I got home for the first time in a while and saw my doggos. I've been missing them loads, so it was a fun time. That's great. Being able to see your pets is always a wonderful thing. Definitely a wonderful thing. Karina, what's up? Robin Zoe, good to see you as well. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you are streaming because I've been a bit stressed with helping my parents after all we're going through. On Friday, an apartment next to mine caught on fire. I'm currently living with my aunt. Oh my God, that's so scary, Helen. And I'm glad me and my family are okay. Once again, thank you, Brian. Thank you for sharing any of your time here with us. I'm glad that we can be a nice comfort to you. I'm so sorry to hear that your family is going through that. Always a very scary thing anytime you're in proximity to fire. It's such a destructive force, but I'm glad that you're all okay, like you said. More good news, a friend of mine came out as gay, and a few of us are going to take her on a WLW initiation picnic, which is just an excuse to have a distance picnic in a nice location. That's wonderful. That's so wonderful that she had such good friends, Shira. Take care, Mr. Quacks. Thank you so much for hanging out, even for a little bit. I hope you get some very good rest. Hydrate and meds chat. Yes, please remember to check your posture, to hydrate, to take your meds, etc. I know that there's like a whole bunch of people in this community who are always like, yo, I'm so grateful that you have the hydrate command, the hydrate reminder, because I forgot to like drink water all day, and it's like good to have that reminder, and also remember to take my meds with it, so that's great. Remember to hydrate and take any medication you need. Exactly, Juicy Fruit. Good news, I got to catch up with some protest friends today. Protest friends, as in like friends who went to a protest, I'm assuming? That's very cool. Very cool, Captain Nemo. Check your posture. Yeah, check your posture, Chad. Also, Juicy Fruit, thank you so much for gifting us up to Bacon Nips. Oh boy, what a name. Thank you so much for gifting that sub. That's really kind of you. Can we please make sure that we get some pride spam in the chat for that generosity. Just supporting this channel both with time and financial support. Allowing me to do this as a full-time thing is like an insane dream come true. I can't believe that any of you are here right now watching me on a Sunday night of all times. Thank you for sharing your time with me. It means a lot. Me as I drink water while watching this stream. Exactly. Hypers to that, Joe. Exactly. 100%. 100%. For those of you guys who don't know, by the way, I see some people using the hat command. If you want to know the pronunciation, it's hard to write out Korean words phonetically in English because even though much of their alphabet corresponds to, like, the English alphabet, it still isn't like a direct translation, direct like phonetic. So as far as this hat goes, if you're wondering what this saying is, it's Jinjong, which is a Korean saying that basically equates to like damn it or like shit happens, essentially, like just sort of like a drat, that was a disappointing thing type of statement. I also just punched myself in the ear when I did that. That was great. Please don't report me to Twitch staff because I believe punching yourself on stream is against TOS. Yeah, it's a really cool hat. It's really well made. I really like it a lot. It's a cool design, and I like that it ties back in with my heritage, which is really, really neat. And I'm just very happy that they sent it to me. So if you want to check out some of their products, they got a whole bunch of hats with swear words in different languages on their website. They also sell masks that are breathable, but also up to regulation as far as being able to protect against droplets against COVID, which is very, very cool. And I think that's just like a neat idea to have like all these languages that are saying like damn it or shit or whatever, because we're kind of in a point in the world where I feel like those expressions are very relatable right now. Good news, I just told one of my friends yesterday my new pronouns, they, them, because she was checking she was using the right ones for me, and it made me really happy. Chloe Peterson, I bet that was so validating. So glad that you have a supportive friend there. That's wonderful to hear. I gotta go get some bread and milk really soon, but I will be back. Yo, no problem, Aussie Bear. While you're there, can you please pick me up some Twix bars? That sounds amazing. Can you say the pronunciation again? It's so phonetically, you would sort of spell it out in English as Jenjang, but it's said more along the lines of like, that looks like it would be said like Jenjang, but that's not how you'd say it at all. It's more like Jinjang, like that. So it's a really soft A. It's very, very subtle how you say it. It's just Jinjang, like that, and it just means damn it or shit, basically. But not shit as in like feces, like the exclamation of like, that's disappointing, essentially. Definitely an appropriate hat, even if many don't know what it means. Yeah, and it's cool because it's like, if people want to know, go ahead and use that hat command to read about it a little bit. So yeah, I don't have money, but I would. Wait, how are you going to get milk and bread or whatever you just said? Wait, is this gonna be like the excuse that it's like the dad leaving for bread and milk meme, and then you don't hear from him for 20 years? Is that what's happening? No, Anna, it's not Z sound. So here's the thing about Korean is the J's in Korean, the equivalent of a J in Korean. This first character right here that just looks like a little hat that like a carrot's wearing. That first character there is a J sound. It's not a Z sound or anything like that. But J's and S's kind of can blur together sometimes. So can T's and other sound, like it's a really weird language to pronounce depending on like how mush mouth you get while you're speaking it. There's a lot of words, a lot of letters that if you're saying them very quickly, you can sort of mishear them or even mispronounce them. And as a result, there's a lot of bad punny humor in Korean. They are obsessed with making pun-style jokes based on misheard words or words that sound similar. So that's like a really common thing in Korea, and it makes me want to die every time I hear one of them. Like there is a it's like a homonym style joke in Korean that's like, what's a vampire's favorite drink? And it's kopi. But that's because the word for blood and coffee in Korean, kopi, sound very, very similar and are spelled very similarly. So that is the joke. That's an example of the joke in Korean.
The other
Dark Kit, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that a lot. That's really nice of you. You don't have to do that at all. We're like, this is a random vibe Sunday. You don't have to do something so nice. Thank you for gifting subs to Emmy, Emil, Emily, Piece of Cake, Noel, Mary, Manda Miji, and Ash Horncastle. If any of you were just gifted a sub, please make sure you're saying thanks to Dark Kit. I love doing it. Well, Dark Kit, that's really nice of you. Thank you. Enjoy your emotes and your sub badges. Thank you so much for being a part of my community. All of you are amazing. You can't stop me. Why is that like a common theme whenever I'm like, that's really nice of you, but you don't have to do that? People are like, well, you can't stop me. And it's like, well, okay. This is very aggressive. And I guess I could, I guess I could ban you, but that would also be an aggressive retaliation. So I really can't do much against that. You're right. Imagine how concerned a waiter would be by a person asking for blood by accident. Yeah, so again, it's like, based on context, you'd assume that most waiters would know that coffee is being asked for with kopi. But again, because it's so similar to blood in Korean, with the spelling and the homonym that is those words. God, I can't even speak now. I can't even speak English. I'm trying to teach Korean here. Yeah, that's a very old school dad joke in Korea. Is what is a vampire's favorite drink? And you say kopi. The good news is me and Corey spent a week making a thing in Minecraft, and we're finished, and it's amazing. Moose and Oliver, that's awesome. Can't wait to see it on the server. If I'm allowed to, unless it's like a personal private
Punch
thing.
me in the boob.
Yo, Rabbit,
2
thank you
months
so
and
much. Yeah, 2 freaking months. Appreciate the 2-month resub. Thank you very, very much. Can we please get some more pride spam in the chat for that very kind resub? That'd be a rough mix-up. Yeah, so the thing about Korean is a lot of times, much like a lot of other foreign languages outside of English, sometimes you don't even really refer to the subject directly. You're just sort of like describing, I guess, like the actions, and based on context of what you're doing all like in that moment, people can infer. They can basically assume what you're talking about. But it makes it very difficult to learn casual Korean conversation. Part of the reason I'm taking like a step back from it and a break from it at the moment is because a lot of it is completely contextual when it comes to how things are spoken about, what words are used interchangeably, etc. Grace Rhodes, thank you so much for continuing your gifted sub from Bree Meow as well. That's so nice of you. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Vampire in Korea goes to a shop because he hears they serve blood and is horribly disappointed. Yeah, like word of mouth, like hearing it on the street. He'd be like, what the hell? There's no blood here? This is annoying. Rabbit, thank you so much for the bits, by the way. Hype Train Choo Choo. Indeed, I did not realize we were already on a level 3, but thank you for kicking off a Hoptron, everybody. Very, very kind. Thank you for that. Brian, you looking very sus right now? I don't know what you're talking about. I was doing wires. It's a little like how in French, if you don't want something, you just say thanks, leaving off the no. Only tends to be a problem for foreigners who say thanks as a yes and it's taken as a no. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in France like that as well. Like, you know, the word salut normally is just like a casual hi, but it can occasionally be used as like a goodbye in some circumstances, like very specific circumstances. And then even that is different between like French Canada and like France French. So You know, it's wild how like dialects evolve and how colloquialisms and casual speech evolves over the time. So yeah. Okay, I have to go for a bit. I don't know if I'll be back because I don't know how long you're streaming. Bye for now. No problem, Bubby. I'm not going to be streaming super long tonight or anything, but if you do decide to come back later and I'm still going, it'll be great to see you again. Otherwise, I hope you have a great night. The imposter always says wires, or think of it this way, J. Ray Green. Maybe I'm so familiar with the fact that the imposter always says wires, and everyone else in the group I'm playing with, chat, is aware that that is something that the imposter always says, that we're like, no one would be dumb enough to say that, so I said it to clear my name, because of course I wouldn't be dumb enough to just implicate myself like that. Maybe that's the big brain strat right now. How's that for you? Huh? Nice hat, Brian. Thank you. I appreciate that, Poison. Thank you so much. Brian is making me nerd out about linguistics. I took a bunch of linguistics classes when I was in college, so linguistics are really cool to me. And we always like circle back to this topic whenever we're talking about people learning a foreign language or whatever, and I love it. So like if my hack can get people talking about that, that's kind of cool. That is something that's pretty cool. So we're voting Brian then, chat. Don't vote me. You're going to lose the game. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's all I'm going to tell you. Dances to music? Heck yeah. Get those dances in there, 1 billion. Get those dances in there. Are visual tasks on? I can prove myself. I have medbay. If you're playing in a lobby with me, I hope visual tasks are never on and confirm eject is never on, because I like the mystery. I like the mystery of not having those things being apparent. It makes it so much harder, and it's like so much more fun to me. Good evening, Bubs. I have arrived. Hey, what's up, Beans? It's so nice to see you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was failing card swipe and admin. That one, I always give people the benefit of the doubt because card swipe can be hard as hell. Someone was telling me the other day that like Corpse failed the card swipe like 50 times in a row on stream, which is amazing. Voted Brian. Thanks, Shira. Guys, if it wasn't me, by the way, make sure you vote Shira. Keep an eye on Shira. I just spit water all over my new microphone. It was pretty poggers. Can't wait till tomorrow when I have a pop filter to prevent myself from doing that. I think that will be very, very neat. Hey, Bean and L. Oh, that was not to me. Hey, what's up? Alexis is tired. Welcome to the stream. Super nice to see so many familiar names here in the chat tonight. A lot of people chilling out on a Sunday. I don't know why, but I really appreciate everyone being here. It's very, very kind. I don't know if you explained it already, but what does the Korean mean on your hat? We actually have a hat command if you want to learn a little bit more about it. It basically is a colloquialism. It's jinjong, which just means damn it. It means goddamn, damn it, shit happens type of thing. So there you have it. And then the story of how I got the hat is right there in the tweet. So yeah. Crap, I have to go, sadly. I have to wake up at 5 a.m. Wish I could stay longer. DDJ, listen, sleep is much more important than me. I will give you that heads up right now. Please go get some good rest. Don't feel bad about having to duck out or anything. If you want to see how the rest of the stream goes, feel free to check out the VOD on the VOD channel when I upload it over on YouTube. And get some good Z's. Get some really good Z's. You deserve them. Your mic was just thirsty. That's true. The hydrate command was used, so I had to make sure my my microphone got a little bit of watering as well. It's like a plant that needs to grow. Sleep is good. Yeah, exactly. We're past the dumb mentality of sleep is for the weak, you know, grind for the dream type of idea. Do not sacrifice like your health for shit. It's not worth it. I promise you. Like pushing yourself past your limits a little bit is fine. I 100% get behind putting in the extra work to make sure that things work out for you. But do not sacrifice your health. Please do not sacrifice your health. Get some good rest. You deserve it. You are deserving of feeling well rested when you can. Ooh, Ethan just sent me a text with some soft boy preview, I guess, or something. Cool. Well, he said it might happen. It's just concepts he's sketching up, I guess. So it's not even guaranteed, chat. These are prototypes.
I'll be celebrating Halloween this year, which I've
never
done before by DMing a spooky session of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome, Robin Zoe. Thank you so much, by the way, for the 6-month resub. Congrats on becoming a gold Eevee. Using your Prime as well. I know that you only get one of those a month. So thank you so much for using that. I hope you have a great time with that. Halloween D&D sounds really cool. Very, very cool. Show us why. These are like concepts that aren't even possibly going to be used. Why would I show you? That's a leak. That is a betrayal of privacy. Good Lord. I know for a fact Brian almost said sacrifice your soul. How do you know that for a fact? By the way, if you sacrifice your soul to this stream, that is the only acceptable time that I'll say that sacrificing is okay. Otherwise, please do not do that. Do not sacrifice sleep for shit. It's not okay. Big love to everyone here. Thank you, Sunrise. That's really nice of you. Congrats on evolving into a silver Eevee as well, by the way. Big love definitely to everyone. What a nice thing to share. Thank you so, so much. Can we please, please, please get some more pride spammed in the chat? Go ahead, check out, spam some pride while I check this stuff out. Whatever this might be.
Punched me in the boob. Nice.
Sorry, chat. Give me 1
Thanks,
second.
Jump Force
Oh my
Zero
God,
away from my
McCory!
subgift.
Thank you so, so much for the 3-month gift sub. Whoa! Has entered month 2. That's so cool. I didn't even realize that is a notification I could get at all. McCory, thank you so much for sticking around and being here tonight. Thank you. That's really neat. Give me 1 second, guys, to send Ethan a text back. All I gotta say is poggers. That's all I gotta say. Some poggers, dude. Anyway, I'm back. Sorry, I normally don't check my phone during stream, but here we are. This is me, tired. Me tired. Me tired tonight. Good news, I put up a shelf today. I still have 3 shelves to go, but I'm happy I've made progress. Hey, that's awesome. Honestly, like, putting up stuff like that always feels good, getting your environment the way that you want it to be. Very cool. Very cool news, Felly Faloo. I have to practice saying your name over and over again so I don't, like, go back to calling you, like, Fa-Life Lou. Randy, thank you for the bits. Me sacrificing sleep to stay up with my friends and harass people with important scientific questions about Disney characters until 3 in the morning. It's more likely than you think. I mean, if you're having fun with friends, that's a very different thing because that's, like, quality time. But if you're, like, someone who's like, I gotta make the grind work. I gotta sacrifice, like, hours of sleep so that, like, I get this, like, YouTube video out, because I haven't made it yet, and I, like, really just, like, want to get there because, like, I need the success to happen. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. You're going to make it not be a fun job if you do ever go full-time. And also, you're just kind of hurting yourself, and that's an awful thing to do. You deserve rest. But if you're hanging out with friends and stuff, that's some good quality shit. Juicy Fruit, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Nico. What is up with you all? Like, gifting subs tonight. It's really nice of you. Thank you all, but you really don't have to do this much. This is a lot. Thank you very, very much, Juicy Fruit. Nico, if you're in the chat, I hope that you're saying thanks to Juicy Fruit and enjoying the benefits of being a sub here. I really appreciate everyone who sticks around and supports the channel this way. Way too kind. Way too kind. Brian, can you say "a mimir" means let's go to sleep in Spanish? Oh, I've never, I haven't gotten to that lesson yet. I didn't know what sleep was in Spanish as a verb. So, cool. Or, so is it a mimir? A mimir? Something like that. There you go. Let's go to sleep. Let's go to sleep. That being said, is it A.E. Mimir? That's what I see Mandy Moon type in there in the chat. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I gotta brush up on my Spanish. It's been a while since I've studied it. I've been doing mainly French as a refresher this this break, or not break, this quarantine, social distancing. I guess it's a break of sorts. It's a break from regular life. Being stuck inside, not traveling to see friends. I was thinking about this the other day also, guys. So I'm like really pumped about my new PC. And at first I was like, oh my God, that was like so much money that I just spent on like this like new PC that's going to be like this enormous upgrade for the channel. And I was like kind of feeling bad about it. And then I was like, but also that is way less money than I'd normally spend on travel and hotels and eating out with friends at like, you know, restaurants when I go like visit them and stuff, than I normally spend like year after year after year. So honestly, I think it was a good purchase, and it's because I'm not able to go to conventions this year and like meet up with you all. I might as well upgrade my streaming rig so that I have more opportunity to talk to all of you. This is sort of like a virtual meet and greet every night. So yeah, I guess in a way, I'm paying less than I normally would to like get flights and hotels to hang out with you guys like even more frequently, which is kind of neat. So that was the way that I looked at it. So yeah. Is a tax write-off for business expense anyways? I mean, you're right, but I also don't like talking about my tax details, my personal tax details, my private affairs live on stream in case the IRS is watching and wants to audit me for something stupid. But here's something, IRS agent watching my Twitch stream, maybe a big fan of me. It's for work, okay? It's for work. This is clip it so I can prove it to the IRS when I get audited. Hey, what's up, everyone joining the stream, by the way. Super nice to see all of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here tonight. But yeah, I'll be getting a 3080 for myself once I can. Yeah, my new rig's got a 3080, and I'm so pumped about it. Stupid no stock. I got mine easy. I got mine like easy clap. Easy clap, I got that 3080. I'm getting a 10900K i9 processor. I'm really excited about that because that's going to allow me to do a lot of higher end games on the stream and record the streams at the same time because my poor little 4-core processor right now is chugging. I'm also doubling the amount of RAM that I have, so that should help out with that as well. And I'm rocking the 3080, dude. I'm so excited for the 3080 because it's going to make everything look beautiful. I'll be able to play everything on like the highest graphics, which is going to be great. Tax fraud, not good. Yeah, tax fraud is very bad. Do not commit tax fraud. It is very easy to accidentally commit tax fraud, which is why anyone who does their own taxes, please do your research. Do not commit tax fraud. It's bad. It's bad for you. Although apparently if you do it, you might still be able to become, you know, the president of the United States, which is stupid. I had to walk without my glasses because it's cold and foggy here, which was hard given that I have zero depth perception. Oh no, I can only imagine. I'm sorry to hear that you had to go through such a perilous quest, but I'm glad that you made it out okay. My Twitch isn't working the best today, or rather my internet, so I guess I would just catch up on the stream later. But I hope you have a great night, day/night, Brian, and chat. I'm so sorry to hear that, Just Joe, but I hope that we'll see you in some future streams. Thanks for hanging out with us, and have a wonderful night. I've been wasting away playing the Hades game. Yo, I hear Hades is amazing. So I already loved the first 2 games that the dev studio did with Bastion and Transistor. I love both those games a lot. I actually played Transistor as a Let's Play on my YouTube channel years ago when that first came out. And it actually was one of my lowest viewed series of all time. Like, lowest viewed series ever. I think it was like, it would get like 20 views an episode. And I was just in love with the game. So I stubbornly was like, I don't give a shit what my viewers want to watch. I want to play this game. It's really, really nice. I played the crap out of Bastion in my free time because Supergiant's art style and storytelling and music and everything that they create is so good. But I've heard like amazing things about Hades. I have a bunch of friends who are like, it's game of the year, who are not really into doing like roguelikes like that. So I'm going to have to definitely check it out soon. I'm pretty sure I have a press copy of it, but I have not not installed it, much like the other thousands of games that I own that I have just not touched because I'm a fool. Maisie says hi again, chat. Hello, Maisie. Hello. Oh no, I fell asleep after live stream, so I missed the start of the stream. All good, Ranger Bree. You know where to see the start of it. VOD's always available. VODs are always available, but it's good to have you here now. I love everything about the game. The character and the game design is chef's kiss. Yeah, everyone was like, it's also Supergiant's thirstiest game. Like, every character in it is, like, hot or, like, somehow, like, alluring. And I was like, oh, wow, okay, maybe we will have to play this game. Maybe we will do it because we haven't played a thirsty game in a little bit here on stream. Like, what was it? River City Girls was, like, the last time that, like, chat, like, was horny on main. So, yeah. Giving the viewers what they hate. Back then, so, like, my big thing back when I was first doing YouTube was I'd get, like, really pissed off when people were just being, like, demanding and entitled and shitty. So what would happen would be, like, people would come to my channel, they'd subscribe, and then they'd be like, oh, I like this game. And then, like, by episode 3, they'd be like, oh, I don't like this game anymore. You should play something else. And, but they wouldn't do it in, like, a constructive way. They wouldn't be like, oh, you should try out this game. It's really similar and you might love it. And, like, it would be something like we'd really love watching too. They just, like, leave, like, a straight up, like, hate comment or something shitty. And I'd just be like, you know what? Fuck you, dude. I'm going to play whatever the hell I want. And that's kind of how I, like, ran my YouTube channel for a while. I didn't play trending games. I didn't play games that, like, I didn't enjoy. You know, like, there's, like, YouTubers out there that will just keep playing a game. Like, they might have enjoyed it in the beginning, but then they start to hate it, and they hate, like, that they have to milk content because it's, like, what they're known for. So I've never been one of those YouTubers. I've never been one of those streamers. I just play what I want to play. And I've learned to find a nicer balance to that where I'm like, okay, this game's sort of getting a little bit of traction, but it's also a game I would have checked out anyway for fun. So I've been trying to do that a lot more. But every now and then I throw, you know, a curveball in there of something like, no one's ever heard of this game. Let's check it out because this community, especially over here on Twitch, like, you know, all the love to my YouTube viewers who are exclusively YouTube viewers. They're wonderful. They've been with me through thick and thin. But you guys tend to, like, go with the flow a lot more, and everyone is so chill. And everyone is also, like, I feel like there's a lot of honesty here as well. Like, if I started playing a game everyone hated, like, people would be very upfront about it, but, like, in a really respectful way. And that's something that I, like, really trust with a lot of the viewers here. And I honestly, like, really, really do love being able to, like, play new things for you. But it seems like you guys are pretty much on board for almost anything that we do. We've played horror games here. We've played, you know, Tomb Raider. We've played, like, these crazy action games with lots of violence. We've played, like, super cutesy games like Ooblets and Spiritfarer. And everyone just, like, vibes. And I love that a lot. Like, because it's more about the community feel, I feel like, on Twitch. Whereas YouTube is more about, like, the on-demand content, which is really different. Just want to be honest. I think you smell really bad. Oh, no, Ethan, dude, that's, I might. Okay, so I'm going to be honest here, Ethan. I've been thinking that a lot, too, recently, and I realized I do kind of smell bad. But the thing is I also realized I got that from you. The last time I was in LA last year, we had that, like, really long hug. And I'm pretty sure what happened was, like, your smell rubbed off on me. And regardless of, like, how many times I've showered and, like, scrubbed really hard and stuff with, like, soap and stuff, it just hasn't come out. So, honestly, it's probably you as, like, the root source. You might be patient zero when it comes to the bad smell epidemic. But I just wanted to fill you in on that just because, like, I completely forgot to let you know. You tried bathing yourself in G Fuel, though? Dude, they won't reply to my inquiries about being sponsored now. I just really, really want... I want to be sponsored by an energy drink. I want my own flavor. Like I said over on Twitter the other day, if G Fuel ever sponsors me and is like, yo, we want to name a flavor after you, I'm going to just be like, call it Girbeagly and have it taste like bees, which people were confused about. People were like, so, like, honey? And I was like, no. And they were like, so, like, pollen? And I was like, no. Like, bees. Just straight up bees. Like, untainted, just bee flavor. Pure bee flavor. It's just going to taste like bees. In fact, to make it even better, but artificial, so that no bees are hurt in the processing of that. We don't want to hurt the bees. We want to save the bees. They're already, having a hard enough time as it is. But 1 out of every 50 cans of G Fuel with my flavor, what I want to happen is, instead of having bee-flavored G Fuel inside, I want people to be able to open the top and a swarm of bees actually comes out of it. I think that'd be neat. I think that'd be a really cool thing. It would be kind of fun. It'd be sort of like, me with the Pokemon cards. I'm looking for those full art, like holographic ultra rares. It would be sort of like that. It'd be like 1 out of every 50 packs. You could have bees in your house. Like, how neat is that? You could just have a swarm of bees flying around your house. So there we go. Bee fuel. Exactly, Talk. Exactly. So I think that's a neat idea. They should really contact me so that I can get, give them an idea that's worth a lot of money. They should do that with gender reveals instead of lighting California on fire. I think that's a smarter alternative as well, Ethan. Because as far as as far as my thoughts on it, that couple should go to jail because they're what a bunch of assholes, honestly. Lulu, thank you so much for the 6 months as a sub here. Congrats on evolving into a golden Eevee. I almost misspoke there. Hi, SLO, 6 months have elapsed already. That is nuts. That is such a long time. Half a year is a really long time, especially this year, because 6 years in 2020 is like 10 years in any other year. So thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate your support of the channel. Can we get some pride spammed in the chat for all of that good stuff there? Someone get this man a G Fuel sponsor already. I was thinking about working with maybe like a smaller brand that's sort of like that. Like, I'd love to work with like Soylent or someone. Just because, so Morgan and I, when we went camping the other weekend, we bought a whole bunch of Soylent to try because we were like, well, we've heard like good things from some of our friends, and I know that like Soylent's not for everyone. Some people like actually really hate it. But we were like, we might as well try it because like we might not be able to like make or like get like 3 square meals in. And it's just like quick energy. You just throw one back and then you got calories and sugar in you and stuff. But like we tried them and we were like, we actually kind of like them a lot. Like we kind of like Soylent. Some of the flavors really suck. Some of the flavors are like a lot better than the others in my opinion. But it would be kind of neat if they wanted to work with me. I wouldn't mind working with them because that's something like I legitimately enjoy and could like be like, hey, if you're vegetarian or vegan, it's also something that you can like as well. I used to use Soylent. Yeah, it's actually pretty tasty. It's actually pretty tasty. Isn't Soylent Green people? Oh my god, what a reference. Soylent Green, it's people! Girbeagly energy drink would taste like bee. Exactly, Boobs McKenzie. 100%. Tastes like bees. And again, just raw, untainted bee flavor. There would be no stupid honey or pollen flavors or anything else in that. It's just bee flavor, okay? It'd be just bee, okay? Are they expensive? They are a little bit expensive, but like you got to think of it this way: like you're paying like $3 for like a bottle, but it's like paying $3 for a meal because they have like the caloric equivalent of like a light meal's worth of calories and other things. Look, listen to me now. I'm pitching this right now to you. I'm not even sponsored by them. They better sponsor me. That's all I gotta say. Also, I want DiGiorno to send me pizza. I put up a tweet about this like yesterday or a couple days ago or something. I don't know. Time is irrelevant and is made up anyway. But a lot of my friends have been getting DiGiorno pizza being sent to them. Brian is thirsty for these brand integrations. Ethan, you don't understand, dude. So I've gotten like a number of sponsorships over the course of my time as a content creator, but food brands probably don't even have to pay me. I'm at the point where like if a food brand is willing to give me free food and drink, I love food so much, I will promote the shit out of their product for free. So I saw like a bunch of friends getting pizza, and I'm assuming that wasn't like a paid thing because it wasn't like #spawn or anything, but they were just sending them boxes of pizza. DiGiorno is sending people boxes of pizza, like stacks of pizza. I just want freaking free pizza from DiGiorno, okay? Do that, and I will shout to the hills about your food brand. If a coffee brand, if a alcohol brand, like a hard cider brand wants to like sponsor me, shit, dude. I'm gonna drink that shit on stream every single time, and I'm gonna talk about how awesome it is. Because I want that food, you know? Frieza. Frieza. I was born in the darkness, Brian. I was born in the pizza. You are someone who gets all of the all of the food you want, all right? And yes, you don't understand, okay? You don't understand the pain of not having Frieza. I had never had DiGiorno. I've not had DiGiorno in a really long time, but it's not too bad. It's pretty decent for a frozen pizza. But I bet it would taste even better free DiGiorno. I bet it would taste even better if it were free. Oh, good lord. Brian, don't be a cheap date. Insist on payment for your endorsement. It depends on the brand, okay? So most of the time, I always ask for some kickback. This, for instance, like the reason that you don't see like hashtag Spawn is they are a super small brand, legitimately just starting, legitimately just a pack of people, like a group of friends who decided to start a business out of one of their garages, and they like pretty much like do all of this in-house. So like the embroidery, like the production, etc., shipping is all handled by their very, very small team, and they were like, hey, we unfortunately don't have like a sponsorship budget of like what you're asking. They were like, we're super small, like we can only do like affiliate codes. And I was like, don't even worry about it then, dude. Because I was like, I don't want to even cut into your profits, because this is such a cool idea to me that I just want to see, I want to promote this to my followers, and I want you guys to like grow. I want you guys to get some traction. And then down the line, if you want to work with me again, let's talk money. And I'm okay with that. Because again, like this is if you go on their Twitter, they have like 3 followers. There's like nobody who follows them on Twitter. They have like I don't know, a couple dozen, maybe a couple hundred. I don't even remember. Like a very small number on Instagram. So it's one of those things where it's like, I would rather help this brand grow because it's such a cool, neat idea. King Charisma, thank you for the 2-month resub, by the way. Thank you so much for that 2-month with Prime. Appreciate that you're here. And also, Toadface, thank you for the 2 months as well. You guys are very kind. Very, very sweet for supporting everything that I do. Thank you very, very, very much. You guys are awesome. Thanks for doing what you do to support this channel. I said do. Breaking news, cat jumped onto my bed, accidentally landed on banana. Banana scared shit out of my cat. My cat is now nowhere to be found. Oh, no. It's like the cucumber thing all over again. Honestly, that blue is gorgeous on you, Brian. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have a lot of, like, blue stuff. It's actually my second favorite color. But I'm always, like, curious if it looks any good on me. DiGiorno is free, though. You just walk into the freezer aisle and take it home under your jacket. Thank you for the bits, Randy. And the pro strats on how to get free DiGiorno. Oh, God. Cat, no banana. Yeah, apparently, so bananas, I guess, have the same effect as, like, the cucumber trick or whatever it was. Poor kitties. Afraid of everything. So jumpy. I do love kitties, though. Banana cat. Banana. I actually have, yeah, there's a brand called, like, Banana, I'm pretty sure is the name of it. That's, like, the Japanese cute cats that, are, like, coming out of the banana peels. And they're, like, little plushies or whatever. I have, like, a mini plushie of one, which is really cute. Yeah, the banana cats. Yeah, they're so cute. I love those. They're so cute. Bananas. They're just, like, little plushy bananas with little plushy cats coming out of the top of them. And they're, like, adorable. They're so cute. Both of my cats are in the same room and not fighting. It's a miracle. Yeah! Poggers to that. I have a little desk figure of one. Ah, they're so cute. They are really cute. My room is dark except for Halloween lights, and I guess she just didn't see it, and she immediately levitated off of the bed and right out of my bedroom door. Oh, that's so sad. Poor kitty. Poor kitty. Oh, I see that chat has made the cats even again. That's good. Thank you, chat. Appreciate that. For a little bit earlier in the stream, I think one of them was like ahead by one. Thank you so much, Lulu.
I
Oogie
forgot to do
boogie.
this when I first got here.
You don't have to do that when you first get here. You can just vibe, yo. Thank you so much, though, Lulu, for the big bits. Can we please get any emote spam that makes you happy in chat? It can be emotes that are pride-related. It can be ones that just make you feel poggers, you know? Do your thing. It can be some of the better TTV emotes, if you want. You can get some Pepe D dances in there, some Pepe jams, whatever. I don't even remember the emotes I set up for better TTV. But I do love Pepe Jam, and Shira is being the MVP using Pepe Jam. Pepe Jam, Pepe Jam, Pepe Jam. He's a happy little dude just dancing. How can you ever be sad about that one? That one's great. That one is perfect. Actually, Gimli, thank you for your bits as well. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep, so we got Monka S, we got Pepe Hands, we got Monka TOS, Ayaya, Easy, Poggers, Omega Lol, Pog U, Gotcha Base, Weird Champ, Monka W, Cac W, Lol W, and Pepe Jam and Pepe D. Some good things in there. There's some Pepe Jams. Love those. Those are always very good. Thank you, chat. I'm glad that people have fun playing around with the better TTV emotes as well. We got to start using them like a real gamer, chat. Gamers get these used on them all the time. You may see me do something stupid, Omega Lol or Cac W at me. Not right now, though. I'm not being stupid for once, I guess. I mean, you might interpret me being stupid right now, in which case, I guess you're going to use them anyway, but... Anyway. Oh, boy. I use them a lot. Yeah, they're great. They are seriously great. RIP mobile users. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyone on mobile cannot see our wonderful BTTV emotes. I'm wondering if they're ever going to make like a mobile BTTV extension somehow. I think that would be really, really cool. I think it would be very neat. How do I turn on better TTV emotes? You have to not be on mobile. You have to be on browser. You just Google better TTV, and they should have a very easy, like, link your account process. And it basically just puts an extension onto your chat so that you're able to use them, which is really neat. If you're on mobile, you can't see them. Yeah, it's a bummer. Be interesting if they did. Yeah, I honestly, part of the reason I want that is I use Twitch stickers all the time on iOS. So for those of you who don't know, you can like put stickers into iMessage conversations from any apps that offer like little stickers, which are just like basically their own versions of like emojis. They're just like little image files of like different things. But you can also hold down on the stickers and move them and put them onto pictures in the iMessages or over certain messages like text. And I really love that. You can do that with like Twitch emotes. So I like put poggers I put PogChamps all over people's messages all the time on iMessage. But I would love if better TTV emotes had like their own app so that I could at least use better TTV stickers in iMessage conversations. I think that'd be very, very neat. If I could put a big Kek W over something or an Omega Lol or something, Pepe Hands. I just want to Pepe Hands sometimes, you know? I'm always sad and always crying. I need to Pepe Hands. There's just, the crying emoji just doesn't do it for me. I need to Pepe Hands all the time, you know? Yeah. Hopefully, they do that. It would be a neat development in better TTV technology. Very not PogChamp for sure. Exactly. It's a little bit weird champ, I'd assume. I'd assume that's the one that we'd want to use. Actually, does Weird Champ... I can't remember. Do we have Weird Champ activated in here? Yeah, there is a Weird Champ in there. There we go. Thank you, mods, by the way, for taking care of WTF Bobby, who is the ultimate Weird Champ of the night. I'm sorry, Bobby. You're just a weirdo, dude. Very weird person. Go, I don't know, get therapy, bro. It would be good for you. I have to use mobile because my kid won't let me sit at my PC. The struggles of parenthood. Indeed. So, I think it's working. I don't know, I'm horrible with tech. I mean, can you see the icons? If you can see the icons when people type in things like Weird Champ, when people type in things like Pepe Jam, Pepe D, etc., then, you know, then it's working. Yeah. 150. Why are there 150 people watching the stream? What is going on? How's your day been, Brian? So I was talking about this earlier. I'm just super tired tonight. I'm so tired. I'm exhaustedly tired. I don't know why. Morgan and I have both been super tired all day. So, just trying to get my energy back. I figured a nice vibe, chill stream where I get to put all my focus on you guys instead of trying to multitask with a game as well was better for me tonight. So I'm sorry if anyone was looking forward to Spiritfarer or Fall Guys like I tweeted about earlier. We really do have to have those happen soon because, again, I want to get more crowns. I need to hit level 40 before Season 2 of Fall Guys starts on the 8th. They pushed it back to. And then also Spiritfarer, I just want to make more progress in it because it's such a beautiful game, and I'd hate if we lose momentum in that game. It's so lovely. Are you planning on doing Minecraft this upcoming week? No, because I normally put like a skip week in between for Minecraft. Wait, it was last week the skip week? I can't remember. I might do Minecraft. I don't know. It depends on how much has been built on the server. I got to talk to Lev about that. We love you, J-Tibbs. Oh, I love you guys. You're all amazing. Thank you for being here. Seriously. Working on level 38 right now. The last few levels, Jenna, are like such a grind. You need so much more XP to like level up in those last few. But yeah, overall, I'm just like really tired today. But I've been vibing out with everyone. I've been having a great time just chilling with everybody. Really nice to have everyone here. About Spiritfarer today, and I request reimbursement. Brian, you did this? Wait, why reimbursement from me? You spent your money on a beautiful masterpiece of a game. If anything, the value that you get out of those experiences is going to cost way more than it cost. You know? I like to think uncharacteristic fatigue can be caused by a change in seasons or weather because barometric pressure. There is a lot of science that actually links back to that kind of thing. Changing weather, especially right now, it's going from like warm and humid to like really cold here and there. So like that does affect, I think, a lot of people out there from a very real medical standpoint for sure. When is the new PC coming? They sent me an email about like 3 or 4 days ago saying that they were building it, which is awesome. They literally sent me an email like the day after I bought it saying that they were already building it, which is really cool. But based off of post office times right now with COVID, as well as Trump actively trying to dismantle the post office because he's a giant flaming piece of shit, they said that their post offices have been negatively impacted as far as being able to ship out stuff. And some people are reporting that some of their computers are taking as long as like 3 weeks to get to them. So it won't be for a few weeks, possibly, that I get it. But also, on top of that, they're in New Jersey, which is only a state over from me. It's only a few hours away. So, you know, push comes to shove, and they do send it out like 3 weeks from now. It should be able to get here fairly quickly. So, yeah, I don't know. Up in the air. I'm tracking it day to day, but I'm very excited to get it. I'm so excited to get it. I still don't know how you got a 3080, my dude. I went online and I said, hey, there's a 3080. There's a build that I want with a 3080 in it. I'm going to buy that. And I clicked the buy button. And that was it. Post office stuff has been so annoying. Yeah, it slowed down a lot of stuff. It slowed down like a lot of stuff. So, yeah, it is what it is. I have year-long depression. Ives, I feel you on that one. Nice. Yeah, dude, Ethan, when I get my new computer, I'm so pumped to play games together because it's gonna be great, dude. We're gonna be able to record so much good shit on your new computer and my new computer. They're gonna get together in the digital realm and they're gonna smooch each other. They're gonna all go yummy, yummy. Can you? I hope they don't say yummy. Can you imagine if you kissed someone else and like you'd never kissed them before? It was a first kiss. You know, things had been building up. You were having these like really great romantic times with this like other person that you'd been like seeing, and all of a sudden you decided to like in that moment of passion have your first kiss, and they pull back and they just look at you and they go yummy. Oh, good Lord. It's bad. You're waiting for your 3090? I thought you said you had already bought that. I guess you did not. You might want to talk to Ethan. You should talk to the people who run Main Gear because apparently they just have like a stockpile of shit. They might let you, if you talk to the right person, buy one off of them, like, wholesale or something, or at least direct for retail. They're completely sold out. I mean, it's worth talking to maybe a PC company who might have some extras. Wait, didn't Power GPU just like put up like an image of him with like a bajillion of them? Or maybe I'm thinking of a different, maybe I'm thinking of, what's the Falcon or whatever that like Pam is sponsored by? I can't remember which one. I would love to be sponsored by a PC company at some point, because I like PC tech shit. I would really, really like that, because it'd be good for my job, be mutually beneficial, because I would shout the shit out of all their products. There's all that stuff. Brian, you look like a Pokemon trainer, according to Ranger Bree, and they aren't wrong. I'm okay with that. Pokemon trainers rule. I would love to be a Pokemon trainer. I haven't been in the community for too long, but watching the viewer count go up every stream is so cool. I mean, it waxes and wanes. That's just the way it goes. I'm not too concerned about it normally, unless like we see a huge dip in like subs or viewers. I'm normally like, hey, I'm happy anyone's watching me at all. We have a really active community here, and it's been super nice getting to know everybody. I've asked PC companies myself, but I'm not a creator. Yeah, there are a couple benefits to sort of having the in with all that stuff. Everyone leave immediately. Oh, no. Now okay, if that were to happen, I'd go, I must have said something. And then I would just beat myself up the rest of the night and assume that I'm the worst content creator of all time. Which I'll probably do anyway after the stream. But, it would make me start thinking that earlier in the night than I'm used to. I have to go to sleep, so good night, day, morning, everyone. Enjoy the stream. Nico, take care. Thank you so much for chilling. Really do appreciate you being here. Seriously. Thank you. Left the server. Clever. Oh, no. I'm the worst. This is why I don't have a following on anything. Oh, no. It must be me. I'm the common denominator. So I'm the issue. That's the way that I always think of it. I'm like, you know what? I'm boring. It's like what? That's like my go-to. I'm like just trying to vibe out. Like some people are like, yeah, you know how like when you're laying in bed and you're trying to go to sleep and your brain's like, hey, remember that one embarrassing thing you did in 3rd grade? My brain does that, but I'll be laying down trying to go to sleep. And my brain goes, hey, remember that embarrassing thing you did 3 hours ago? That's why nobody likes you. And that's just like dumb brain. I know that's stupid brain, but it's hard to fight against it. Haven was the imposter. There are 137 imposters remaining. I like that one the most. You win. You win out of any of those. That was good. I'm going to get some sleep too. Ninja Kitty, take care. Sorry to hear that you're feeling stressed, but take care. Thanks for chilling for a bit. Thanks, guys. My back just cracked 5 million times. I can't believe you counted to 5 million that quickly. I mean, normally when I crack my back, it's like, and it's over. So if you counted 5 million within that one sound bite, that's wild. You are the fastest counter in the entire world. And I think that's something that you should probably like tout. That's something that could make your career right there. That's amazing. That's pretty crazy, honestly. I laughed so hard at the yummy comment. I'm having an asthma day. Oh no, Megan, I'm sorry. That was more of like, can you imagine what a horror that for me, that was a horror scenario where it's like imagining like going on like a first date and then like getting to know someone and being like, I like this person. Like we agree on like social topics and we got a bunch of common interests and it's like really wonderful getting to know them. And then you're like, I'm going to move in for the kiss. And they also move in for the kiss, and it's mutual, and it's consensual, and it's a great thing, and they go, mwah, and you have your first kiss, and then they pull back, and they just look you dead in the eyes, and they go, yummy. It's done, it's over, goodbye. Some people might be into that, that's great. But, that's your thing there, dude, but otherwise, I'd be like, I'm dating Hannibal Lecter. He enjoyed the taste of my lips. He liked the little sneak peek flavor on my lips. It's time to leave. It's time to go. Hey, what's up, Stone? Good to see you here. I'm sorry if I didn't say hi to you earlier, but it's always nice seeing you here. Plays Danny Gonzalez is yummy. I mean, that song's a banger. Play that whenever you want. That one's a banger. You know what? That's the thing is, I think that I should be okay on streams at least about like not getting claimed for YouTuber music. And the old playlist before I nuked everything did have a bunch of Danny's music on it. I should probably add back some of Danny's music because I love his music. He's just a funny, talented dude. He's just like so good. Morgan and I have been watching nothing but him and like Drew Gooden recently and catching up on a bunch of the videos that we've missed of their like video essay commentary videos. It's been giving me a lot of inspiration. Even if I don't end up making my own commentary channel, you know, you might have noticed like the editing was a little bit different and stuff in the pet video, and like even the way that I sort of like cut my own in between segments where I'm like talking and stuff. That's something that's like directly inspired by just watching pretty much nothing but commentary channels for the past like 4 months. So yeah, it's that format, that style of editing is probably gonna stick around for a bit, and there's going to be another one of those style of videos coming up on the channel here sometime soon. I just have to remember to record it and have the energy to do it. I wanted to use today to record it because I have another really great idea for one of those types of videos. But I've been exhausted. Hi, Brian, you good? I've mainly been lurking because I had to commute from home to work. Commute home from work. I'm sorry, I misread that one. I'm home now, though. I'm glad that you're home safe, and I hope that you're vibing out, Stone. It's so nice to have you here. So long as nobody's playing Eat Randy, we'll all be good here. Yeah, that's my least favorite Randy-based game, Randy. Thank you for the bits, by the way. Thank you very, very much for that. Chat is so cursed tonight. I don't know if we're so cursed. I think we're like medium cursed. There's a lot of people here sort of making jokes off the back of that joke I made. Laundry, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Midnight's Nightmare. That's super nice of you. Thank you very, very much. Midnight's Nightmare, if you're still in the chat, please make sure you're saying thank you to Laundry for the gifted sub. Enjoy the emotes and the sub badge. Thank you, both of you, for being here, a part of this community, and for being generous with your time and support. It's really, really, really cool of you. Why do these bots keep showing up, man? Will Twitch not get rid of these bots? It is not hard to identify these, like, these freaking bots with the streamdetails.com bullshit. No one uses this site. This is not real. Why they also have a picture, their username has a picture of like a 4-year-old child. What is going on with that? The real viewers. Real viewers. Oh, I can't believe I bought all of you viewers that are watching and typing real viewers in the chat from streamerdetail.com or whatever the hell that website was. Like, what the how does Twitch not have an algorithm to detect that shit yet? I do not understand, dude. It's so weird. Hey, Girbeagly, hello if you need... God. Now, don't you get banned, though, also. Maybe that's why they've been, like, slow to pull the trigger on, like, banning that specific script, is because people probably, like, copy-pasta meme the shit out of that. Oh, boy. It's just so funny. I wonder how they find channels, too. It's, like, a really interesting algorithm. Like, we're not a popular Twitch channel. Like, as much as I'm happy about 140 viewers watching the stream right now, that is not a massive number. There are people live right now on my own followed channels that have literally thousands of viewers watching them right now. So I do not know why they stop by here. Maybe they're like, oh, this is like a mid-range, like smaller streamer. Maybe he could use that. Maybe he's desperate enough to buy that viewer boost. I don't know what that gets for anyone, though. It's so weird when people buy viewers. It creeps me the hell out. Very weird. It's not the way that you get retention of any kind. I'll let you know that now. It's a stupid business tactic. You're literally wasting your money, and whoever is providing you with those viewers is sitting there laughing all the way to the bank at how dumb you are, how little your brain actually works, how little activity happens inside of your skull. Brittany, thank you for the bits. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that about your cat. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that chat is here to help support you and take your mind off of that. That is something with my own cat's health problems I'm obviously like really nervous about as well. So I can definitely relate to like just how brutal, like a bad diagnosis, any sort of, you know, tragedy like that is. So I'm so sorry to hear that that's going on for you, Brittany. Nothing but love to you and your family. I hope that we're able to support you enough and take, like I said, take your mind off of stuff with calm, chill conversation, wholesome hours, and some good jokes here and there. But thank you, chat. I see a bunch of you all supporting Brittany here as well. You guys are really kind to each other. Real love is giving kisses in your girthy bladder. Oh boy, that is a broken sentence if I've ever read one. Cheesecake. That is awful. We don't need to bring back girthy bladder sweat. That is something that needs to die with the stream that Steelers created it in, and remain, you know, remain there, away from us, where it can't hurt us anymore. You know, those are words, and that is definitely a sentence. Exactly. Those are words that you decided to say in that specific order, and I wish you hadn't. So there's that. Oh boy, thank you again, chat, for being so supportive of each other. You guys are awesome. Thank you very, very, very much for being kind. Wholesome chat, don't know her. She shows up from time to time. We had that stream the other day. Kzenny, thank you for gifting a sub to Megan You Cry. That's super nice of you. Megan, if you're still in the chat, make sure you're saying thanks for that gifted sub. Enjoy it. Thank you so much to both of you for being here tonight and being here as a part of this community. That's really kind of you. Thank you for being here. I don't know what you're talking about, Chica. Maybe you missed the stream the other day where chat gifted me like 120 subs and I cried on stream almost, and was just very overwhelmed by literally everything. That was pretty wholesome, I'd say. Although part of it was like people memeing, being like, let's break Brian. Because you guys, that's your original material, I guess. I'm so late, but finally here. Hey, hi everyone. Yo, do not ever worry about being late. It's okay. Thank you so much that you're able to join us at all. Very, very kind of you to wander in here. I will give you the heads up that I won't be streaming super late tonight or anything, but I am enjoying my time with everyone enough, and it is re-energizing me, at least emotionally, today. So being able to chill with everybody has been great. I might stick around longer than I thought I was going to. But it's great that you're joining us. If you want to catch up on anything that was missed in the stream, I will be putting this VOD, the recording of this stream, up on my YouTube VOD channel, Girbeagly, and you'll be able to catch that there if you do want to see what you missed. It was crazy. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson showed up earlier, and he was hanging out, and he was just like, man, oh man, I wonder where ex-Brittany X is. It's a bummer that they're not here in chat for me to speak with. That is our prerogative, breaking Brian. Yeah, it's a pretty active one, and it's a pretty intense one, is all I gotta say. Midnight's Nightmare, thank you for the bits. Appreciate those. Thank you so much. Brian being re-energized by chat. What is this heresy? Chat, we must fix this. You guys have either broken me enough or mentally broken me with cursed shit enough that this feels nice. My eye is twitching. This is not a pun. I like that you had to preface it. This is not me making a pun about my eye twitching. It just is, and it's horrible. That's the type of environment we've set up here in this chat. Is people are feeling the need that they have to preface that something isn't a joke because everyone's so sarcastic and bizarre and bad with puns. What a thing for us to normalize here. What a thing. Chat, I actually have to go pee super quick because I don't know if you noticed, but I drank about 4/5 of a water bottle in the past hour. So if you haven't been here for a communal pee break, it is when I have to go pee, so you also now have permission to go pee as well. Feel free to go do so. Feel free to go make a quick poopy, a quick snack. Please wash your hands regardless of what you do. Or you can stick around here and chat with chat. And be good for the mods, because if, you're bad, then they'll kill you, and you'll be dead. And that's not a thing you want to happen. Death by mod, I feel, is one of the worst things to have put on your tombstone. It's normally something that is generally frowned upon, and people like dump like raw eggs onto your grave and laugh at you and go, what a dummy. Killed by a mod in Brian's chat. That's just embarrassing, bro. All right, I will be right back. Enjoy your pee break. It is the only one you will ever get for the rest of your lives, so use it well.
Break out the L word.
Lesbian?
The other L word.
Lesbians?
Aw, thanks, love. Little pee break challenge.
Break out the L word.
Lesbian?
The other L word.
Lesbians?
Break out the L word.
Lesbian?
The other L word.
Lesbians?
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here.
Break out the L word.
Lesbian?
The other L word.
Lesbians?
Break out the L word.
Lesbian?
The other L word.
Lesbians?
But there's something holding on.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here. Insert evil laugh. Cheers, love. The cavalry's here. Little pee break.
So hard to fade away. So hard to fade away.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here. It's hop train time. It's hop train time. Gather all your friends. It's hop train time. It's hop train time. It's hope train time. The only cure for too much hype. Girbeagly.
Hello, chat. No. This is not what we do today. This has been... this is Chill Sunday. This is random makeup stream for not streaming yesterday. Chill stream. What are you all doing? Thank you very much, but what are you all doing? Thank you so much. What the hell? Why? Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you. I hope you had a good pee break, but why? Thank you for, Chronic for gifting 5 to the Thomas Wayne, Stoned. Andy,
Chill
Tis
Sunday,
Dawn.
Chill Sunday. We want to
What
show
the
love
heck?
to you in the community.
Liquidy, Turtle King, Johnny with 1,000 bits. Oh my God, Johnny! After what you did last, thank you. That's too much. It's way too much. Thank you. Thank you for the pride spam just continuously going in the chat as well. That's probably good. Bajorgo, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs to Aniju Ara, Dorky Evie, Conda Fiction. Oh, Condi got one. Minisuki and Einthra. It's really nice of you. If any of you are in the chat, please make sure you're saying thanks to the people who are gifting you the subs. Almost Sunrise, thank you for the 15 bits. Moose, thank you for gifting a sub to Z Mythos. That's really nice of you guys. Why though? It's way too much. Chronic, thank you for the 200 bits there. King Charisma with 2 gifted subs to Eunice and Ilona. Thank you. What is happening? Why? Stop! I have to do this one. Oh my God. Thank you very much. I'll read your message after I am done reading all the other messages and getting caught up on this. Thank you very, very much, but not necessary at all. I'm not even on beat. It's okay. It's fine. Oh my gosh. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Johnny with 5 gifted subs as well. Why? What is happening? Thank you so much, Johnny, for gifting Kamaria, Salty Saurus, Sad Yeehaw. Name is just fun to say. Nathan Gameplays, an anxious gamer girl. If any of you are in the chat, please also be saying thanks to Johnny. J Tibbs with 100 bits. Thank you. Guys, chat, you gotta stop. I'm not even caught up and you're doing too much, and it's really nice of you, but you don't have to do it all. Thank you so much, but stop. J Tibbs with the insert evil laugh, 100 bits. Bajorgo with 100 bits that says LOLP break. This is not supposed to be like the new tradition that is supposed to be. You don't have to do all this. Thank you so much. Where am I even in the list here? This is too much. Growing Ashes with the 245 that said it's Hoptron time. It's Hoptron time. Gather all your friends. It's Hoptron time. It's Hoptron time. It's Hoptron time. The only cure for too much hype.
Keeping things going.
No, that is not necessary. Whoever said that. Chikatika, thank you for the 70 bits. Oh no, I dropped my bits. Chronic, thank you for the 100 bits with Chill Sunday, Schmill Sunday. We want to show you love. I appreciate that a lot, but you guys, again, show yourself love too, please, and make sure that you're buying yourself some nice jewelry. I don't know. This is so much money that it's jewelry. Buy the Hope Diamond with this, please. Laundry, thank you for the 5. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that you're not feeling great. I hope that hanging out here with us is something that gives you some good vibes and some good energy and whatnot. I'm right there with you. I just was like so tired out emotionally and mentally and physically today that I kind of needed just chill time with the community, and I really appreciate you guys showing up in force tonight. It's actually wild. So thank you for the $5. Juicy Fruit, thank you for the 111 bits. That's really nice of you. Real James Cube with the 2 gifted subs to Michelle Pearl and Jenny Angel. Thank you so much. Guys, chat, stop. I'm not even caught up, dude. I'm not even caught up. Brittany, thank you for the 200 bits. Joke's on you. I'm on mobile. I can be on the toilet right now. I mean, it would be against the rules, though. J. Ray Green, thank you for the 100 bits. Keeping things going. It does not need to keep anything going. We're just hanging out, having a good time together. Juicy Fruit with a 19. I appreciate that. Actually, Gimli with 300 bits. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Gimli. That's really nice of you. Can't believe the actual Gimli from Lord of the Rings is here. And Felly Faloo, thank you so much for the 44 bits. I think I've finally caught up. Holy crap, I don't know if I'm able to word good anymore. Thank you so much. That's really nice of all of you, but you don't have to do any of that. Thank you very, very much for chilling tonight. And just being here with any of your time. It's a random Sunday night, and some of you guys have like work and school tomorrow, and you're literally sacrificing sleep and like your free time to hang out here with me, and it's so bizarre to think about. And I really appreciate all of you just being here at all. Thank you for what you do, but don't I feel the need like you have to give me as much as you do. You give me so much. It's way too much. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you, seriously. Went to the bathroom, came back to an additional 20 subs. Yeah, seriously, though. What the hell? That's really nice of everybody. Thank you. I already spoiled myself with Holo Taco nail polish. Time to spoil you in chat. It's a really nice thought. Thank you. But James Cube, thank you so much for the 100 bits as well. That's really, really nice of you. Can we please keep the pride going? That's really kind of everybody. The class is in person just for this week, so I have to be up extra early, but I wouldn't be asleep by now anyway, so I'm going nowhere. Well, Shira, honestly, just having you in chat always makes me so happy. I really, really appreciate you sticking around. It means a lot. Every Sunday night's a random Sunday night, dude. We appreciate spending these random Sunday nights over here. Aw, Mandy Moon, that's really nice. Thank you. Really cool to be able to just talk about whatever with everyone, kick back and make jokes and lift each other up and stuff. It's really neat, especially again with just like how the world's been lately. It's just been digging away at me, like emotionally. It's so heavy and it's so easy to get like caught up in like doom scrolling on social media and just being sad. And it's one of those things. I don't want that to be the vibe. You know, I don't want that to ever be the vibe over here. I want us to be able to have a safe space to chill and talk about whatever and just enjoy each other's company. And it's what's been happening tonight. I've just really loved hanging out with everyone. So thank you for being here. Seriously. I was thinking about it earlier, and I feel like Brian gives off Keanu Reeves vibes. That is the nicest compliment anyone's given me in my entire life. So sweet and caring, and he reacts the same way when people are kind and loving towards him. I think the reason you probably feel that way is we both have obscenely long hair. And we're both really, like you said, we both react to compliments a certain way. And I think it's just because we're both socially awkward people. Like, we can, you know, turn on like a camera and do like our job. He does his job way better than I do my job. But like, also just, I don't know, we're very socially awkward. Like him at that, you know, what was that? Was that E3 or whichever conference it was where he came on a stage for Cyberpunk, and someone was like, you know, they're like, "You're wonderful," and he was like, "You're wonderful," and it became like the meme. Like that. That's kind of like what I do is I always sort of like turn it around anytime I get a compliment because I don't know. I'm just not used to them, I guess, or something. Or you're breathtaking. See, a brain not work good tonight. Brain not work good at all. Like, I of course I knew that meme. Why would I forget that it's breathtaking, not wonderful? You're breathtaking, chat. I'm going to lurk for the rest of the time because I'm getting sleepy. Love you, pals. Juicy fruit, all good. Totally understandable. Hope you have a really good lurk. Get some wonderful sleep. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It's really, really nice of you. Reverse. Yo, I got Triscuits and sharp cheddar cheese. Yo, that is top tier snack choice. That's some good stuff. I've been having a bad weekend. I'm so glad that you're streaming now. You in the chat make me feel so much better. Eddie Ghost, I'm so sorry to hear that you're having a bad weekend. I hope that next weekend, I hope this upcoming week, all of it like adds up together and makes up for your bad weekend. I hope that it's just like something that, you know, reminds you that you're valid and you're worth the good vibes. You're worth the good days. It's worth pushing through to those as well. In the meantime, our community is here to do our best to make you feel welcome and to help you recharge. Again, like you guys do the same thing for me. I have been just, I don't know. Today has just been a weird day. And I was like, I'm going to go live for like a little bit. And I'm probably not going to be able to like put too much energy forward because I'm just so exhausted from the world and whatever. But like I have to stream because I didn't stream yesterday. And like, I really want to spend time with you guys. I really want to be able to just like chill and check in and make sure the community is doing well, because that's something like I feel is very easy. And this isn't throwing like shade at other creators, but there are a lot of creators out there. And granted, once your community reaches a certain size, this becomes impossible. But even as they're growing, there's a lot of creators out there who just don't keep in touch with their communities, and they sort of like lose the messaging that they had originally, and they sort of lose like the atmosphere and the environment that they set up to like be welcoming. And even if they genuinely meant it, it's so easy, it seems like, for so many of them not to like
Serious
even.
talk though. Y'all are all breathtaking and I love all y'all like family so
Aw,
much.
Chronic.
Hope this week is better than the last for all of you Gerbhard.
Yeah, that's such a nice sentiment to share. Thank you. Chronic, you could have done that without giving me your bits, though. Thank you so, so much for those big bits. That really means a lot. Thank you so very much for that. But, yeah, it's one of those things where I really feel like there are a lot of creators out there who just, like, stop caring. Or they're so busy that they can't care anymore. And it sucks that the community itself sort of takes, like, a back seat to that. And it's not me, again, I'm not like trying to put myself on a pedestal like I have the moral high ground. I have the high ground like over like those people, because again, like as a community gets really huge, it's impossible to check in on everyone. But, you know, we have, you know, a couple hundred people drop by these streams like every night. And if I can check in on especially like community regulars who like I'm used to seeing here in chat, if I'm able to hang out with you guys and know that I'm like helping improve your day, learning about important life events, things like that, I think that that's something that's like really important for just establishing any sort of environment where people feel welcome and people want to be the best versions of themselves. You know, it's so easy to fall prey to becoming toxic and lashing out for negative attention in some communities because you feel ignored, because you feel like there's not a place there for you, and you feel like the creator is not connected to it. And that's a really sad thing to see, because I have seen that in other people's, like I said, not throwing shade at anyone in specific, but I have seen it in other communities, and I don't want that to ever happen. I don't want people to feel like, you know, things are over for them, and the only way that they can ever get noticed is by being like atrocious to other human beings. I want you guys to be the best versions of yourselves you can be, and to spread whatever kindness and happiness we establish together here in these streams and in this community. I want you to feel comfortable spreading that to other people as well, and amongst each other. And so that's like the big thing where I'm glad that the streams can be there for people in the same way that they're there for me, because again, like this is great for me. Like I love being able to hang out with you all. Chat, you are unreal. We'll never understand how I got as lucky, or so lucky, as to stumble upon this community by accident. I've been here almost a year now, and I have not regretted a second of it. Thank you guys for being a safe place for me. Steelers, it's been so wonderful getting to know you over the past year. I feel like even if this community got huge, Brian would still make an effort to make us feel seen, and that's why I'm here and won't leave if that happens. Aw. Well, thank you for hanging out and contributing to that, contributing to what we're all building together. And I know, like, I can even, like, admit that, like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not super great about, that I'm not, like, super, like, tuned in on. Like I said, like, sometimes I go to the Discord and I lurk over there and I do my best to, like, monitor what's going on, catch up on mod logs, things like that. But I'm, like, not around the Discord as much as I'd like to be, and I need to start making time for that. Like, making time for that. Like, putting aside a little bit of time to interact over there. I realize I'm not great about that, but it's something where I don't think that, like, overall as a community, taking into account like YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and all the other things that I do, I don't think that I'm like totally tuned out of those. Like, I'm always trying to provide more content for people. I'm always trying to provide like the message that I am here and I see what's happening in the world, and that it's not all bad, and that we can help fight against whatever's happening together, that you're not alone in whatever you're going through. Laundry, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate that a lot. This place was my safety net for the longest time, and I think that's why I feel so bad for leaving for like a year, but I'm so glad I've come back and seeing the same people I used to talk to all the time. You guys are the best. Laundry, yeah, you are really like old school here. It's wonderful having you here. Randy, thank you for the bits as well. This weekend has been an awkward mix of ups and downs, but tonight is looking to close it out with a high note, starting with the stream. But now I must fly, so I may brush my teeth and ready myself for a fun night with Leaf Gang. Have fun with Leaf Gang. So night all. I hope the rest of the stream is showing fun. Send care to Morgan and the Funny Boys. Take care, Randy. Thank you for being here. Seriously. Oh my God, what is someone doing? Oh my. Look at that. I sent it. Sent that. Perfect. Oh my God, incredible. Thank you so much for the 10. Oh.
Love all y'all.
Yeah, that's a wonderful message. Thank you to whoever just sent that 10 through. That's really nice of you. Way too much money, though. You could have sent that in, you know, a 1-bit message, or if you wanted to stay anonymous, could have done it in like a $1 dono or something, or done anonymous bits. You can do anonymous bits. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if that's a thing, but regardless, thank you so much. That's really nice of you. Way too kind of you. Thank you for all that support. Hey, what's up, Jinx? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. If you want to, catch up on anything that's happened during this stream, we got the VODs, where you can take in the stream at your own pace, see what's been going on. So far, a pretty chill night, except people are trying to kill me with support, which they do not have to do, because you guys we've had over 100 viewers like this whole stream, and that alone is like mind-blowing to me. So many people here. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Glowing Katie? The stream has been pretty chill so far. Welcome. Good to have you here. Welcome. And Jinx, how do you do, fellow kids? Sob or I leave again. I mean, I'm not to cry mode yet, but it might happen eventually. We'll see. Thank you for the 100, though. Appreciate that. Non-bits are still a thing? Okay. Oh, there we go. Speaking of, thank you, Anonymous Shearer, for the 3 bits. You do not have to do that, though. I really, really do appreciate everything that you guys are doing for me tonight. Thank you, seriously. Yep. We're all the imposter, and Brian is the only crewmate we sabotaged by giving bits and donos and gifting subs. Eventually, we will win. So you're admitting that I'm not the imposter, and all of you are. So are you? Does that mean ultimately your goal is to kill me? Is that what's going on? Is your goal is to murder me? Thank you for the stream. It's really comforting for what just happened. Remember, everyone, you are loved. Remember that yourself as well, Mouse Big Ears. You always got a place here. Kill with kindness. People have said that before. People have been saying that for a while, that they want to try to kill me with kindness. And that worries me, because I have gotten to the point where I've had to like shut off my face cam on stream before because of how much support came through. And just cry behind it, I literally like tossed up like this stream, turned off my mic, and just cried. Like that has happened before. You don't have to do that. That is the closest you've ever come to like giving me like a heart attack or crying to myself to death and dying of dehydration. So don't. It's been attempted. It's been done. You don't have to do anything beyond that. You don't have to do anything beyond that. Suggestions for Nintendo Switch games. How do you know I own a Nintendo Switch, Captain America? What do you know? What else do you know about me that's personal and private? Let's see. I'm playing Animal Crossing right now. Well, actually, I haven't played Animal Crossing in a couple months now, so... let's see. What was I just playing? I've been playing the shit out of the Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. There's endless content, pretty much. You just, like, run adventure mode, and you mess around in that. So that's, like, a good before-bed game that's super mindless. I'm a really, really, really big fan of, like, long-form JRPG games. So I recently restarted Ni no Kuni, the Curse of the White Witch, which is really nice. And because it was created in conjunction with Level 5, who does Yokai Watch and the Professor Layton series, and Studio Ghibli. So it's literally like playing a Studio Ghibli movie, and it's really good. So you look like someone who has a Switch, it's just your face. What does that mean? What's that supposed to mean? I look like I own a Switch. What? Like, what is that, like the Goo Goo Gaga Baby one? System? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Unbelievable. Need suggestions? I actually don't like Animal Crossing. I have it and I don't like it. Is Overwatch good? I will never, ever, ever, ever recommend that anyone plays Overwatch on console. Do not. I mean, you might have fun with it, but I'm coming from a slightly biased place. I've been playing since the closed beta on PC, and I used to love the game Overwatch. I still love the sort of the merchandising and shit of it, and I love the idea of Overwatch, and I will still play it from time to time. But the community is dog shit. They're very, very toxic, and the gameplay itself tends to run into bad balancing issues that the devs are a bit slow to work on. Oh, that's a good one. Zelda, yeah, mouse big ears. That's a great one. Zelda Breath of the Wild, if you're into adventure games, is really fun. There are going to be a lot of moments that things are like kind of quiet and you're like running around the environments, sort of just taking in the sights and the sounds. And it is such a beautiful open world that sometimes you can get lost in like the beauty of it in that way. But it also means that there's not always action going on, but there is always ways to find it. There's always ways to come across, random enemies out there in the field, to find new dungeons to explore, to do any number of different things. The storyline itself is like really fun, and the art style is wonderful. I really, really like Breath of the Wild. I know it's not for everyone, but there's a reason that a lot of people are very into that game, and it's because there is a substantial amount of content in the game between all those moments where things are sort of like at a lull. Speaking of, I've been playing the crap out of, not sponsored by the way, I really freaking wish this was something that would happen for me. Genshin Impact is a new game that is technically a PC / mobile game. I think it's also on PS4 right now, but it's called Genshin Impact, and it's this like, if you're a weeb like me, it's an anime style game. It's 3D adventure style game that was very heavily, almost to the point where it's like copyright issue, inspired by Breath of the Wild. It's a game, but you get to play as like cute anime girls and like hot anime boys. So I've been really, really enjoying it. Everyone's been playing Genshin Impact. A lot of creators are. I wouldn't say everyone, because I literally had someone write under a Genshin Impact post I put up earlier, I don't know what that is. And I wanted to write back, then why did you even write back to the tweet? But I didn't, because I was being nice. But why didn't you use Google to find out what it is? But I love it. I've been having a blast with Genshin Impact because it is technically a game that is both mobile and PC. It runs a lot better on the PC, but it's 3D adventure style game with a lot of RPG mechanics to it, where you can level up your characters. It's got a gacha system, which kind of sucks, but I guess the devs have to make money somehow because it's absolutely free otherwise, where you can pull certain like characters. Like if you're using the in-game currency, you can pull certain characters. If you're paying money into it, doing the microtransactions, which I don't do personally, I just sort of grind and try to get more in-game currency to like get pulls, essentially, where you like are summoning new heroes to your team, which is really, really neat. But I've been playing the shit out of it because it's cross-save. So what I get to do is during the nighttime after I like stream or whatever, I play Genshin Impact on my PC, which again has been really fun. There's like the movement mechanics, like climbing stuff and like finding like resources to cook in the field, and just the exploration, the environments in general, and even some of the enemies are very, 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 again, like almost copyright issue close to Breath of the Wild. But if you've always wanted to try a game like Breath of the Wild, but don't want to spend the money on it, Genshin Impact is free. You can go ahead, again, not sponsored, goddamn I wish, because mobile games have huge budgets. But it's a worthwhile game to even just test out. But the cool thing about Genshin Impact is I can also play it on mobile, and it's cross-save. So I can put progress onto my PC character, go, all right, it's time for bed, get my phone, and then play Genshin Impact on my phone, and it will remember where I was in my PC file, and any progress I make on my phone, when I load it back up on my PC, the cloud save goes, oh, you did this before bed last night, and then I get to play it on my PC with all my progress. That's like one of the dopest things. It's like really, really cool, and it's like the future's now type of thing. Brian, pay attention, you're being canceled for what this time? What am I being canceled for? You can't cancel me. You can't cancel me. I'm wearing what? I can pull some cards here so that I don't get canceled. I know how to make the perfect non-apology video. Brosapang hashtag ad. Like I said, I wish they wanted to sponsor me. If I would, I'll very clearly slap the hashtag spawn onto shit. You know that. I do that with every sponsorship I get. I'm very, very, very to the T following guidelines when it comes to advertising stuff to people. But mobile games like that have enormous budgets, and I would absolutely, because it's a game I play already and I'm clearly getting really into, I would love if they wanted to pay me money on top of it to promote it to my followers, because it is a fun game. And I'd go, hey, you don't have to do mobile transactions. Don't do that part of it if you don't want to. Just play the game, because it's goddamn fun regardless. It's just a really fun game. And we play it on PlayStation, and it's pretty chill to play. Yeah, it's such a chill game to play, and I actually like the combat system a lot. I think it's pretty fun. It's super easy to get into. Brian, literally uncancelable. Exactly, Boobs McKenzie, exactly. Brian is ready to make that coin. I mean, I am, because, again, it's one of those things where, like if it's the only time I ever take sponsorship deals, and I have turned down sponsorship deals because I was like, that's not something my followers would like, and that's not something like I even am into. So there's like a whole bunch of products that I've actually like passed up on sponsorship opportunities from, in like games as well. But like if there is a company that like makes a game or a product that I like using already, or am interested in, why not? I'll get my rent paid while I get to also be like, guys, this is actually something I use or am into. Check it out. It's really neat. It's like something that's really neat. Latty, your message was way too long for Justin to read, but thank you for the bits. Give me 1 second here as I just like read it in my head. Appreciate that. Yeah, we do that here, and that's something I love about all of you. You guys are incredible. You guys are so awesome for just being kind to each other. Anytime there's like a brand new person in chat, people are like trying to make them feel at home, trying to make sure that they feel welcome and that they're heard, etc. Even if I'm not able to see their comments and everything, people are always like super good at like making them feel like they're part of whatever's going on in some way. And I think that's very important for like building a community. I think that like just the fact that there are so many people who are have been around for such a long time and are familiar with like the tone of our community, the atmosphere that we set up. It's just one of those things where I hope that is what basically made a bunch of you stick around. I hope that knowing what we're all about helped you make that decision more easily. Really cool of you. Howdy, sorry I'm 2 hours late. I was at Cheesecake Factory. Harper, no problem at all. I hope you had a tasty meal. My experience with Cheesecake Factory is it's really pricey for a meal that's either going to be really tasty or possibly very mediocre. I've eaten at a lot of Cheesecake Factories in my life, and I'm at the point now where I'm like, if I'm going to spend that much money on dinner, I want to make sure that I know that it's super good. So not all locations can be trusted. Although the one out in Seattle, near like across the street from the convention center, that one's not too bad. I like the food there. But welcome. If you want to catch up on anything that you missed earlier in the stream, we have the VOD channel over on YouTube, as you probably know. I don't live near one. Yeah, the closest one to me is probably like 20-25 minutes away. Rochester doesn't have like a lot of cheese. Oh, no, that's a lie. Wait, let me Google this. I don't actually remember now. Cheesecake Schmactory. The Cheesecake Schmactory. Where's the closest one? I'm pretty sure it's like...
This PC I took over regardless of
yeah, the closest one is it's like 20-25 minutes away from me. So across the city, I live on the west side of the city, and the Cheesecake Factory is on the east side, where all the incredibly rich, snobby people live. Thank you very much, Jinx, for the big bits. Sending this because I took over regardless of you ignoring it. I did not get to read whatever you were writing. I'm so sorry, but thank you for the bits. Keep rioting. I did miss why I was canceled. Thanks for kicking off another hype train. Good lord. Mars, yo, thank you for the 39 freaking months. Nice hat. Yo, thank you so much for sticking around for so long. It is a pretty nice hat. I enjoy this hat quite a bit. Thank you very much. And also, Chronic with the Hoptron bits, with the big bits. Appreciate that a lot. With the mlems. Always do appreciate that. Can we get a huge wall of pride spam, please? Sneeze Cake Wactory. Yeah, more like Sneeze Cake Wactory. No, I'm not trying to hate on anyone's taste. If you enjoy Cheesecake Factory, if you're like, that's where I always go for my birthday. Like, yeah, that's awesome. That's great. I'm glad you found a place that you love. I'm just saying the one here in Rochester kind of sucks, in my opinion. In my personal opinion. But they also have like 500 items on the menu, so maybe I just haven't found the one that I like the most. But again, for the prices that Cheesecake Factory has, I can make get a much better meal from like a local takeout place, which is typically what I do. I've yet to go to a Cheesecake Factory. Again, I mean, if you get the opportunity... Oh my god, what the hell? Why? Holy crap, whoever you are, Anonymous Cheer, thank you so much, Anon. Thank you so much for the huge bits. That was way too much, though. Good God. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Just, you do not have to do that for me. Thank you. Can we please get some... Now, Wall of Pride emotes. Wall of Good Feel emotes. Any good vibe emotes you got. Throw those in chat for that. Kicking us off, pushing us through the level 1 hype train into the level 2. I cannot speak now. That is too much, though. You don't have to do that. Anonymous, whoever, I don't know if it's the same anonymous person or not, but thank you for the 500 as well. Thank you very, very much. And also, Almost Sunrise with the bit drop as well. You guys are so kind. Thank you for all the beautiful rainbow colors in the chat. We love you. I saw the hashtag about the Proud Boys who, if you guys don't know who the Proud Boys are, they are basically people who are like pro-Trump, racist douchebags, very, very much tied to hate groups across America. Some of them do, unfortunately, incorporate some POCs in them, and they use them as their like token POC of like, oh, look, we can't be that bad. But they're pieces of shit, and I think anyone who's wearing like a Proud Boys polo around is a giant pussy, and I'll say that to your face. You're a freaking pussy, dude. Yeah, they're a bunch of losers. But there was oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Gimli for the 100 bits and Jinx for the 100 bits. Appreciate both of you a ton. Thank you. That really means a lot. You guys are awesome. Like, honestly, if you're an adult and you have to belong to, like, a boys club fraternity that wears, like, a bunch of lame-looking polos and go around violently intimidating people because you're a giant pussy who doesn't know anything but violence because your small dinosaur brain can't function properly, I mean, sure, go join the Proud Boys. But I saw that hashtag on Twitter was taken over by people of the LGBTQ plus community, and it was all pride pictures of like, like same-sex couples kissing and holding hands and all sorts of, it was great. It was amazing to see that hashtag got reclaimed and stolen from them. And it just, so cool to see that. But I wanted to bring that up because we had the wall of pride spam here, and that type of stuff, pride will always be something important about this community here. It's always going to be something that we support. Don't insult dinosaurs like that. That's true, Boobs Mackenzie. Dinosaurs have way larger brains. 100%. Mr. Lars, thank you for the bits as well. I appreciate that. Yes, only pride is gay pride. Hell yeah. I mean, you can be proud about a lot of things, but being a Proud Boy is nothing you should ever be proud of. You're literally a giant
Lesbian.
weenie boy.
The other
at that
word.
point. Yo, Chronic, thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs. It's so nice of you. Guys, we already talked about this. We don't have to keep this up. This is a bad bit. You don't have to continue to give me money. It's okay. Thank you so much, Chronic, for gifting subs to Sakor213 and Connor JM. Really nice of you. Thank you so much. Can we please get more pride spam in the chat? Keep it going. Thank you for being supportive. You guys are amazing. As I heard about that, it made me so happy. Yeah, Stoned, it was great to see. Because I was like, oh shit, why are these assholes trending? And then I clicked the tag, and I was like, this is awesome. This is really great. There were just pictures of like dudes making out with each other and girls holding hands and stuff, and like non-binary people like being proud of who they are, and I love that.
But it is our bit.
It's a terrible bit and it needs to stop. Johnny, thank you for the 500 extra bits there. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. You guys are incredible. Way too sweet. Thank you. Be proud of your gayness and the fact that you don't support an orange in a wig. Yes, 100%. 100%. Let's get the guy out of the office that, supports like silencing marginalized groups, because what a piece of shit, honestly. Gay poggers, yeah. Hey, what's up, Flace? I see someone saying hi to you. I don't know if I saw you in chat. I'm so sorry I didn't see you enter the chat, but welcome. Always nice to have you here. Always nice to have you here, 100%. Stand down, we'll be proud. Yeah, they can stand down and never stand up again, as far as I'm concerned, as far as the Proud Boys go.
Can't stop,
But
won't
yeah.
stop.
Make sure you're registered to vote. Yes, very important. I actually know a number of people personally who have been registered to vote for years, made sure earlier in the year that they were registered to vote, and then went to go check their voting status, and they weren't registered anymore, which is a form of voter suppression. So make sure you're not falling victim to that. Morgan and I just checked this morning to make sure that we're still registered to vote, because they are unregistering people, apparently, which is really creepy and against the law. Not that that's stopped this administration in any way before, you know? Also, thank you so much. Good God, guys, stop. Why is all this coming through right now? This is way too much. Chronic, thank you for the big bits. Can't stop, won't stop. Bajorgo, thank you for 100 bits. Real James Cube, thank you so much for the big bits. You deserve all the bits for all you do for us. I don't do anything. I just talk words. I have dumb opinions and I share them sometimes. Gimli, thank you for those 60 bits or 69 nice bits. And Brookie, why? That is huge. Stop. You don't have to do that. Thank you.
Much love. Mother love.
Thank you very, very much. That is way too nice of you. Why are people dropping 1,000 bit bombs on me tonight? That's too much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you for the huge bits. That's really kind of you. Thank you for sticking. You guys are amazing. But do too much. You do way too much for me. You do way too much for a random on the internet who just talks about whatever is inside my head without a filter. As soon as I have my CT license, I'm registering. COVID has really slowed that stuff down. Oh yeah, very aware of all the slowdown in especially the government sector. Moved at the beginning of July, and I still just have my RI license. Oh no, good luck, Stoned. I hope that it comes through in time. Not to be gay, but what if I dressed like a pirate and bought a ship and the flag was a trans flag and I was shot? I mean, I don't like the very last part, Mars, but I like the rest of that. That's good stuff. It's my first year voting, y'all, and I'm going in person because apparently Indiana has shit Scantrons. I believe that because Indiana, no offense to your state, has shit a lot of things, Chameleon. Indiana is a weird state. I've been all over the place when it comes to the U.S., like in some of the small podunk towns, some of the biggest cities here in the U.S., and Indiana, I don't really know where it fits on that scale. It's like like Indianapolis itself, like, you know, your biggest city there. Mr. Lars, thank you for the bits, by the way. I really appreciate that 30 bits. It's one of those things where, like, it's a decent sized city, but it has this weird small town mentality about parts of it. And I think that's just Indiana as a state in general. What is happening?
Can't stop, won't
Stop!
Community we love
Thank you so much, Jay Ray Green. Thank you very much for the 50 bits, and Bajorgo for the 1,000. Why? Can't stop, won't stop for a community. That's fine that you love the community, but you're already just chilling here with support in the stream. Thank you for being here, and also thank you so much, Almost Sunrise, for those 10 bits. That's very nice of you. You guys are far too kind. Thank you. I always check my voter status every year so I can vote on my city, or in my city, county, and state functions. Heck yeah, JP's Innocence. That's the way to do your civic duty. Oh my god.
Also, I must head out because I have school in the morning.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Please do your best in school, and thank you. Go get that rest before that happens, Ivy. Thank you for the big bits. I appreciate that a lot. It's really nice of you. You did not have to do that, though. You guys do way too much. Good God. Why? Yeah, why already level 4 hype train? That's nuts. You guys do way too much. What was it? Again, random Sunday. But yeah, Indiana, no offense to the people in Indiana, because I've met so many of you who are amazing. Like, again, the convention that I used to go to in Indiana, which unfortunately I probably will never go back to again, just due to difference of opinion. I'm not going to name it by name, but I'm sure some of you remember it. Kzeni, thank you for giving us sub to Eddie Ghost. That's very kind of you. Very, very nice of you. Eddie Ghost, enjoy those emotes and sub badge. Thank you guys. Your generosity is way too much tonight. Thank you. Got my fill of good vibes, back to work, have fun. Take care, Mars. Thank you so much for chilling with us a bit. Really do appreciate that a lot. But guys, what the hell? I just looked at my screen. What in the balls, dude? Why that many? Thank you so very much. What the hell was I talking about? Brittany, thank you for the bits. I'm actually wanting to move away from horror to Indiana. Any idea where I should move to? I mean, it's up to you based on the type of person you are and your own type of vibe. You know, I can't really give you great suggestions because you got to check it out. You got to go travel and visit the place first and get a feel for it. I feel like, as someone who's moved a lot in my life. I've just moved on a whim before, and I've ended up in some of the worst places. I always definitely say exercise some form of like research and caution so that you can. What is happening? Stop.
The other L word.
Thank you very, very much. I appreciate this a lot. Thank you, 3D Terror. Thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs to the community, to Tight Phone and Real Taxi. That's really nice of you. If either of you in the chat, please make sure that you're saying thanks to 3D Terra. Enjoy those emotes and the sub badges. You guys, why? We did not need a level 5. You literally just did that for yourselves, but you don't have to do that. Because you don't have to. Thank you so, so much for that support. It really means a lot. What the hell was I saying, though? My brain is actually off now. Thank you so much. The convention I used to go to in Indiana, again, I'm not trying to insult anyone from Indiana because I have to say this, like, I love meeting people at PAX, I love meeting people at all the other conventions I've gone to, local or otherwise, but the crowd that comes out to the Indiana convention that I used to go to, best crowd in the world. Like, legitimately the best crowd I've ever been in front of. The best crowd for like the panels that I did when Ethan and I and G did that giant panel in front of like, 1,200, 1,400 people, however many the final head count ended up being.
Lesbians?
That was so much crazy energy in that room that like we just like fed off of and had like such a good time. Yo, thank you, Mr. Lars, for the gifted sub to only here for only here for Ohm. I see. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. If they're in the chat, please make sure that you're saying thanks to Mr. Lars for that. And Toadface, thank you for the big bits. Really appreciate that so much. Really means a lot. You guys are incredible. Lil Jacob, you say that like that's like a bad thing. You're just a weird champ, brother. Don't be a weirdo. Go be a weirdo somewhere else. No one wants you here. Literally, no one will, like, support you here. We're all just going to be like, you're literally a weird person who, I'm sorry you don't have friends in real life, or apparently online either, to hang out with. We're all a bunch of friends vibing, dude. You go do your own thing somewhere else in a dark corner of troll internet where, I don't know, people literally won't ever amount to anything. Blip, thank you for the bits. Appreciate that. I don't like the message attached to it. I literally almost said a toad to it. This is... Don't write these things to me. Oh my god. I read toes, and then I almost said a toe. Oh god, I hate everything. Lots of trolls on Twitch today, it seems. Lav got some earlier, too. I mean, it's so much quicker for us to just hit the block button than it is for them to do anything at all that is going to have any sort of significant impact.
Nice hat, by the way.
Yo, Az, 5 months. Appreciate you being here. Really do. Thank you so much for the 5. Appreciate that you like the hat. It is pretty dope. Thank you so much for hanging out. Can we get some pride spam in the chat for that? That is some good shit. I love when people are like, why are you gay? You're gay. Like, as an insult, too, like trolls. It's like, yeah, we're LGBTQ plus friendly here. So, like, do you want me to point out something obvious about you, too? You're boring. You are boring. You're boring. Why are you boring? Why are you a nobody? Oof. Ugh. Yeah, there we go, chat. Yeah, say you're gay with pride, because that's what pride's for. Love it. That's some good shit right there. That's dope as hell. I love seeing the representation in chat from all across the LGBTQ plus spectrum, too. And anyone who's, cis, who's straight, whatever, I don't want to exclude you either. You just being here, supporting this community, you're an ally. And that makes you, like, unbelievably awesome in my eyes. You're an awesome person. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really enjoy all of your company. Don't feel like you're left out or anything, you know? It's one of those things where, like, what is this? What is this one? What was the best match on NXT TakeOver? What? I haven't watched professional wrestling in a long time, Doink. I'm sorry. I don't have an opinion on this one. Or is that MMA, maybe? I just saw it. I don't know. I haven't watched, like, any of that in such a long time. Whoever the anonymous gifter is, you do not have to do that. Thank you so much for gifting 3 subs of the community. Nate Cat Kitty, AKB, and Lev Castiel. If any of you are in the chat, please enjoy those emotes and sub badges. Actually, Gimli, thank you for the 100 bits coming through as well. Why did we finish a level 5? You guys did way too much. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that a ton. Thank you. Pick randomly if you don't know. I'm going to say Lopez. There we go. I gave you your completely randomized choice on that one. I support all y'all for who y'all are. Hell yeah, Mr. Lars. That's the type of allyship I love seeing. That is so awesome. Even if you aren't someone who can identify on a certain aspect of LGBTQ+, which, I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where, like, I'd like to think that anyone who belongs under the umbrella of LGBTQ+ supports all other aspects of it, but sometimes it takes identifying as something to like, really, like, hammer home the empathy. So I get it. If it's hard for you to sort of connect the dots on that, even if you're someone though who's all about the love and but isn't like someone who's like educated on a certain aspect of LGBTQ+, you're still being an awesome ally to other members of it, and that's cool of you all. So thank you so much. Hype KO. Wait, is that a new hype train emote? Is the KO emote? That's wild. That actually is a cool emote. I like that a lot. I'm buying. I'm proud. Hell yeah. We're proud of you. I support LGBTQ+ for sure. Hell yeah. That's very, very cool. Very, very cool. I had a point that I was making before you guys decided to try to kill me again with a hype train. Thank you again to every single person who just contributed to that in any sort of way. You did not have to do that at all, but I really do appreciate all of you. And those of you who aren't able to support the stream in any kind of way, I don't want you to ever feel pressured to do so. I hope that you have a good time just hanging out here and know that your time is very important to me and very much appreciated. Brittany, thanks for the 50 bits. What are your thoughts on Twitch taking away the notifications of streamers with less than 5 viewers who rate other streamers with bigger viewerships? I think it's dog shit that they did that, and Twitch has been making a lot of decisions and dragging their feet on a lot of shit that's really annoying and bad, and that is something that is literally Twitch just doubling down on the idea that they don't support small streamers, and I think that's so shitty of them that taking away, like, yeah, you should never raid someone with the hope that you get visibility on a larger stream. If that's the marketing tactic that you have, think of better ones, because that's not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to get, like, you're going to get a little bit of exposure, and mainly people are just going to be like if they show up to your stream and you're like, yeah, we're going to raid this person so, like, their viewers can see who we are. That's kind of like a weird thing to do. And it's not going to make anyone really be very loyal to you. But still, you should still have, like, I know me personally, when we get raiders, like, you've seen me get raids with, like Dad Aspie is someone who's a regular in this community. Aspie, I don't know if you're here. I apologize if you don't want me using you as an example, but, like, you've raided here before with, like, 9 to, like, 13 viewers. And when you raid here, I'm like, Aspie, yo, what's up? Thank you for the raid. And I'm happy we get that notification. But to take that away from someone who might be a regular in the community, who I want to see grow. Like, if one of my mods came here and they only had 4 viewers and they don't get that, like, little, like, notification, I don't even know that they even rated me. That makes me so sad. That makes me super sad, because of course I want to shout out my mod. I want to shout out someone who's, like, coming by with their community because they think that their community is worth sharing whatever we do over here with. Like, that's something that, like, it's just really, really odd that Twitch decided to, like, cut off another feature that is is something that's beneficial to creating organic communities and helping, you know, smaller streamers like maybe get a little bit of recognition in the communities that they belong in already or whatever. So yeah, it's just like really, really odd. They mainly did that because big streamers got spammed with a lot of small raids, but it's still crappy of them to do it. Yeah, that shouldn't be, okay, so that should not be on Twitch's side then. They shouldn't be doing that then. They should give us like a sliding scale where we're like, all right, you know, if someone's really annoyed, like, oh man, I'm getting all these 5 viewer raids and it's just like filling up my chat, how annoying. They should have like a little slider that's like, all right, anyone who has like less than 5 on my specific channel, not across Twitch universally where partners don't get any say into how it's done, like it, let me go, oh, you know, if it's one person rating me with 1 viewer, of course I don't want like the notification in my chat, but like if it's someone who has like 5, yeah, sure, I want that notification. Yeah, it's just really weird. It's a weird choice by them to do that again without addressing any of the partners, just doing it because they thought, hey, we saw a couple partners that staff lurk in the streams of getting annoyed by this shit. Now we're just gonna move ahead to beyond the testing phase and just implement it like a bunch of assholes. Yeah, it's just like that's super annoying. They tried to fucking do that with the mid-roll ad thing, and that was something they immediately got insane like backlash to. It's just very, very odd. It's just super, super freaking odd that that's the like path that they choose to do with. They're becoming YouTube in that way, and that's really annoying to me. So, yeah. I rated you the other day. I want to show your channel because I love your streams and I want to see you grow. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the bits as well. Oh, Brittany, you reminded me because you were talking about Indiana, wanting to get out of Indiana. Again, so what I was just trying to say really quick in my very original point like 10 minutes ago is Indiana as a state, not my favorite state in the world, but probably the most hardcore awesome fans out there. Like, no offense to the rest of the world, no offense to any other convention, but the hype that was brought to that convention that I no longer work with was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Every panel, every signing, just walking across the show floor, people were nothing but polite, except for the hotel incident, obviously, that I shared with you. But like nothing but polite and nothing but like supportive and like enthusiastic. And it's something that like really got me used to interacting with like fans who like were there to legitimately see me. And like, again, like, so like if anything, takeaway is Indiana, you guys got the hypest crowds. You guys got some really hype crowds. And I know part of that is because a lot of you have told me that nothing happens in the Midwest. So the fact that like, you know, Ethan and I and whoever else like were coming out to those conventions for as long as we were, that was like a big thing for some of you guys. And I loved it. Hotel incident. Yeah. So, long story short, there was a convention in Indiana, that I used to work with that I will probably no longer work with ever again, due to differences of opinions. But what happened was, Ethan and I were there one year and, we were, you know, doing our stuff. We had panels and we had, signings and stuff like that all weekend. And we went back to the hotel one night to just like kick back and relax. And we got a text from one of our security detail people, like handlers. And she was basically like, if you get a knock at the door, do not answer it. And we were like, why? And we each had separate rooms. But she was just like, don't answer the door. And she was like, there is a group of fans who are being chaperoned by one of the fans' moms, going around and knocking on every single door in the hotel trying to find out which rooms Ethan and you are in. And I was obviously very pissed off about that, because that is something that is incredibly invasive, not just to me, but to every other guest trying to kick back after the convention at their hotel room. Might have even kicked off some people's panic attacks, anxiety attacks, whatever. Which is really uncool because, like, imagine if you're someone who's like, wow, I finally braved a convention floor. This was my first convention, and I finally, like, worked up the nerve to, like, walk around, and, like, I did okay, but I was, like, still, like, sort of stressed out by, like, walking around, like, the convention floor, and you're like, at least I'll get to go back to my hotel room and just chill out. And then someone in a random group of strangers with, like, a mom is knocking at your door and being like, hey, oh, sorry, we thought you were maybe Ethan or Brian. just like interrupting your day like that, like that's super shitty. So whatever happened, what ended up happening was we told security of the convention to tell security of the hotel what was going on, and the hotel, I guess, like sent staff to make it stop. But it's really effed up that even happened. Lev and I and a bunch of others had some weird interactions with that same person. Yeah, there's just like I don't know. Again, the most enthusiastic fans I think I've ever been around happened in Indiana, but as a result, there was a couple of outlying data points that were just weird, just weirdos. But yeah, it was something that made me really sad that anyone would cross those lines, cross those boundaries. Because imagine that they came to the first door, knocked on it, and it was Ethan or I. What the hell were they going to do? Corner us at the entrance of our room and be like, hey, we're really big fans of you. Can we, like, come in and hang out? Or, like, can you, like, talk to us in the doorway of your fucking hotel room? Like, I don't know where the plan was after that. And the fact they had an adult with them and she didn't even plan that far ahead, probably. Like, what? Like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you ever do that? Yo, Mouse, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you get some good rest. Really appreciate you being here. Good luck with your busy day tomorrow. Honestly, like, they weren't legit fans, or they would have known better to do anything that might make someone uncomfortable. So that's like a point, like, Ethan and I try to make all the time, whenever we can. And it's something, though, like, we often forget, and it, like, moves to the back of our minds. But, like, obviously with any, like, sort of, like, community, there's always going to be some outlying data points where people are, like, so intense into the fandom or whatever that they don't know where those boundaries are. Either because they're young or because they're just, like, so enthusiastic and overcome with, like, emotion that they might forget themselves for a moment. It just, like, it's something that, like, it does happen. So I'm always willing to give, like, benefit of the doubt in those situations, but at the same time, it's something where, like, wait, what was my original point? My brain literally just flew out the window. It just, like, went, oh yeah, not being part of the fandom. If you've stuck around this community for any amount of time, you've heard about me talk about, like, consent and boundaries and things like that being very important. Making sure that everyone is, like, feeling comfortable is a really important thing. So, like, you should be able to connect those dots and go, oh, no, this is an inappropriate interaction that I'm trying to facilitate. So you think, but it's not always the case. So I hope as our community continues to roll along, people sort of understand that. And again, there's always going to be some sort of outlying data points. It's just the way it goes. And I always try to be understanding in those cases, but in this particular one, I was a little bit pissed off because they were invading the privacy of other people, like other people that were staying at the hotel as well, and we're just trying to go about their lives, and that's something that annoys me much more than if they were able to find Ethan and I, is that they interrupted and really just disrupted really other people's days. Which is a huge bummer. Jonathan, yo, what's up? I saw you sneak in there. Hello, hi. Welcome. It's all good that you're late. You know how we feel about people who roll in late. You know all about the VOD channel that we got, so you can always check out the stream when it goes up there. What's sad is, Mom, I saw this highlighted message from Daintiest Leader. I'm so sorry I misread her name. What's sad is moms like that who are so insecure with themselves that feel the need to live through their children and never curb their behavior. Yeah, or they're, like, afraid to, like, speak up against their own kids. Like, maybe their kids are such huge brats that, like, the kid's like, we're gonna go around and we're gonna knock on every door until we find Brian and Ethan. And then they're like, yes, dear, just don't yell at me again. You know, that's even sadder when that happens. But, yeah, trying to use your kid to vicariously live through the excitement and be, like, the cool mom or whatever, please don't do that. Don't do that. That's establishing so many bad behaviors at a young age in your kid, and it's bad. Hello, everyone joining, by the way. Whole influx of people hitting us here a little bit after midnight my time. Wild to see you all here. Nice to see a bunch of familiar names rejoining the streams. Knock, knock on hotel door. May I talk to you about our Lord and Savior P-Word Con, or whatever they say. Yeah, again, I don't know where the plan was. Anyway, we brought up this story, like, 3 times in the past, like, 10 streams, so I'm done with it. Besides that, though, like, if you see me around, like, the convention, like, if we're at the convention, never, ever, ever feel weird about, like, coming up to me and saying hi. Even if it looks like I'm heading somewhere, I will at least give you the time of day enough to be like, hey, I'm heading over, like, I really got to get to this panel right now, but, like, if you want to, like, take a quick selfie together, like, it's, like, if you can, like, do that and, like, talk and walk with me, like, yeah, let's do that. That's fine until, like, you get to the security checkpoint and I have to, like, go backstage or whatever. Like, I'm fine with that. I do that all the time. I'm A-okay with that. You're never, like, interrupting my day in any kind of way. So I don't mind when people do that at all. And people are always like, I feel so bad because I saw you on the convention floor and I, like, stopped you briefly. And I'm like, that's fine. Please. That's why I'm at the convention, is to see you guys. I want to talk to as many of you as I can. I want to make it a memorable experience. I want to take pictures with you so you have a memory to, like, look back on fondly. And it's not me just being like, nope, I'm heading somewhere. Goodbye. Like, I'll never do that to you. I promise you. If you see me out and about, like, in the city, obviously, like, gauge the context of it. If I'm just, like, walking down the sidewalk or something, A-okay saying hello. That's absolutely fine to stop me and, like, say hello quick. If I'm, like, eating at a restaurant with friends, so this is where I differ from a lot of my friends, and I'm not gonna point out which ones are okay with what, but, Chronic, yo, take care, by the way. Really, appreciate you sticking around and, hanging with us tonight. I hope you get some good rest. Thank you so much for spreading some positive vibes in chat tonight. We always appreciate you here. But something that, like, some people are totally against is being interrupted during, like, a meal. So I have a couple friends who, if you go up to them while they're eating, especially with, like, a small group of us together or something, they will not really give you the time of day because, like, that's, like, a private time. We're having private conversations about stuff that we don't want other people to either hear, or because they're, like, really personal, or we are just trying to vibe and enjoy our meal after, like, a hard day on the show floor. Me personally, if you see me in a group of other creators, don't just assume that they're all okay with this. But me personally, if you see me in a restaurant, in, like, a convention city, and I'm eating food, feel free to just walk over real quick and be like, hey, what's up, Ryan? Like, I recognize who you are. That's fine. Just say hello quick. And if I'm feeling up to it, which I 99.9% of the time I'm going to be like, hey, that's awesome that if we pick the same restaurant or whatever, like, do you want a quick picture with me? And then, like, I'll stand up and we'll take, like, a quick picture, and then we'll each go back to our own tables, get our food, whatever, hang out with our own parties that we're with. That's absolutely fine. I'm fine with that, personally, but not all my friends are up to that same level of comfort. So if you see me out and about doing whatever, feel free to, you're not really interrupting me. If anything, you're fulfilling what I'm there for, which is, again, to talk to as many of you as I can and make those little memories together. If you're eating, should we just throw croutons until you decide whether or not you want to say hi? This is a joke I would never. Listen, Moose and Oliver, I love croutons. They're one of my favorite foods. If you throw them at me, just make sure I'm looking so I can catch them, and some of them, like, in my mouth as well, because I love croutons, okay? But yeah, I've had a lot of people not know. I guess the safest thing to do is actually what Brittany's saying there in the chat, which is, if you really, really, really are unsure and you want to say hello to me or, like, a group of, like, creators that are all hanging out together at a restaurant, at least wait until that person is done with their meal, and then like, maybe say hi to them, like, as they're, like, heading out of the restaurant or whatever. That's absolutely fine to do. In most cases, that's, like, the safe call to make, where most of the time people will not take any sort of offense to that. But like I said, if you see me around, like, a convention city, obviously we're not doing them right now, but future ones, it is always something that I would rather be briefly interrupted from whatever I'm doing, whatever conversation I'm taking part of, whatever place I'm on my way to, whatever meal I'm eating. I'd rather be briefly, like, interrupted from that and make sure than deny someone the opportunity to say hello who, like, really wants to say hello. Because I've had people do that. And the reason I'm, like, so open about this is because I have, after every single convention I've ever been to where I've had a signing or a panel or something like that, I have had someone tweet me later and go, I saw you in front of X, Y, or Z, or walk into wherever, and I didn't want to interrupt you, so I didn't say hi, and then I didn't get an opportunity this weekend, and that's a bummer to me. And I hate getting those messages. I hate getting those tweets. They make me feel like shit because I am not the type of person who's ever going to be inconvenienced by you. So if you see me at a convention, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be 100% fine with you coming over and saying hello. So just something to keep in mind. That is a message that I always want shared, that I always want people to be aware of. Because again, there are so many moments where like people have sent me like tweets where they're like, yeah, I couldn't work up the courage to like say hi to you, like get into your like signing line. So like I thought I would just like wait and say hi to you like later in the week, and then like I never, or like I only saw you like when you're at a restaurant, and I didn't want to interrupt you. And I'm always like, yeah, thank you for being considerate, but like I definitely want to like say hi to you guys. That is the experience I'm there for, that I really love a lot. It hits hardest when they see you in front of Z. Such a good photo background. X, Y, and Z, indeed. But yeah, it's just my personal policy. Again, don't apply that to every single creator, because I know a lot of people are like, no, once the convention hours are over, don't even acknowledge that I exist. What if we bother the friends you're with, though? They won't be bothered if you're just coming over to say hi to me. That's the thing, is you won't be a bother to them. Is like, again, like you would have to ask them directly what their individual stances are on those things. I am not the messenger who wants to like speak for them. Because I am aware that some of them are legitimately like, okay, convention's over, which means work hours are over. Please leave a voicemail, essentially, when it comes to like fan interactions outside the conventions. That's just not how I do it personally. So I'm on the clock 24/7. Cranky Vor come back. Yeah, I hope I get to meet Cranky Vor at a convention at some point. Cranky Vor 2988, if you're out there, please meet me at the next convention that we're both able to go to. I would love to meet you. I want to be able to say thank you for your writing in person. That's something that sounds very, very interesting to me, is to actually have a conversation with you in person. If you're okay with it, obviously. Don't want to call you out and like, trigger anxiety or anything like that. Cranky Vor is no more. Don't say that! Cranky Vor will come back. Cranky Vor is the memories we made along the way. No. But when I was saying like 9 out of 10 times I won't be bothered, that 10th time that I will be bothered is if you are going around a hotel knocking on every door. Don't do that. Don't do that ever. Paging Cranky Vor. Yeah, I wish we had a little buzzer on Cranky Vor so Cranky Vor knew we were trying to contact them. I want to start a hoodie that I get signatures embroidered on for when I meet creators, if I ever make it that far in life. You will! Listen, you can ask a ton of the people in this community. There are people, like, you can ask, like, Shira and Lav and, like, a bunch of people who are, like, years ago, I remember them, like, being in the community and being like, oh, man, I'll probably never have an opportunity to, like, meet you. And now they've met me and they hate it. But, that sounds like a really cool idea. It's super wild. I was just reminded the other day that there are people who have my handwriting messages that I hand wrote in like little like journals for them at like signings, like tattoo. They have that like tattooed on their bodies, which is like, excuse me. It's very wild. It's true. I regret everything. I know, Shira. I'm sorry. I'm still gonna hold it over you that I warned you that meeting me was a horrible experience. So, but yeah, there's a lot of people here who can testify that they thought that they would never be able to go to a convention, never be able to meet up with creators. Like, it doesn't even have to be a convention either. I back before COVID, obviously, I traveled a lot, and I would go to like random places, and like, like I went to like NYC a couple times and like met up with fans there. And so like people were just like, oh my God, awesome. I just have to take like a 5-minute cab ride to come see you. And they like showed up like at like the meetup spot, and like we hung out for like a couple hours and like did like a chill like meetup. And it's like why I said, like, if you live in the Rochester area, for instance, like after all this shit's over, we're gonna do a Rochester garbage plate meetup where we get together and we get like garbage plates at like I don't know, Bill Gray's or something, and I'll hang out for the afternoon and just like eat our garbage plates and like talk. And I think that's something that's like really neat. That's like really, really cool. So you have the opportunity, like, there. Oh my God, this is my favorite one. Actually, this is my favorite one of what happened. Morgan, Ethan, and I. Wait, no, I don't think Ethan was with us during this part. I think this was the last time. But for real, Brian is very lovely to meet and is always good at making people comfortable. So if y'all ever do go to, wait, what? Y'all ever, what are you trying? Okay. If y'all ever, I'm assuming you meant like go to conventions in the future, you don't have to be nervous, is what I'm assuming you meant to right there. Sure. Sorry, I did not, the sentence fell apart for a while, but I appreciate you sharing that with everyone. Hey, what's up? Good night, Youngblood, and thank you for the bit. I appreciate that. I hope you get some like really good rest. No, I said if y'all ever do in the future. Y'all ever do in the future. Oh, okay. And then you wrote Godo. Or go do. Okay. Anyway. I got confused in my head. Listen, you already know this because you've been here from the start of the stream. I'm tired, okay? I can't even read it even if you wrote it correctly. I would not. My brain cell is nowhere to be seen. I was correcting my typo of good, but typoed again. Oh, got it. We are both dumb. Again, we're always on the same brain length. Brain length, see? Do not look at me. It's the same wavelength. Oh my freaking God. Feels so bad talking to you and Ethan. I talk and ramble way too freaking much. I'm so sorry. Brittany, this is like the 9,000th time you've apologized for this. I'm past the point of being like, it's fine, because you should know based off repetition, it's fine. But thank you for the bits. You don't have to keep bringing it up because we're not annoyed with you for doing that. Again, we go to conventions specifically to meet fans and to see people. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Okay, so the an example, though, of you never know when you're going to run into someone. Like, and it doesn't even have to be me. It doesn't have to be Ethan. It doesn't have to be anyone in my circle of friends. It can be any creator that, like, you're into. Like, it can be any creator that you're into. You might run into them. They might live in your city. Do you know how many people this year have been like, Brian, I didn't realize you lived in Rochester. I live in Rochester, too. That's amazing. I'm such a big fan of yours. I've been, like, in your community for years. Like, and I'm like, I talk about Rochester all the time. There's a lot of opportunities out there. Again, I have that motto of like, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow could be the best day of your life. It could have some unexpected event that's like incredible. Morgan and I were walking through Seattle on our way to the convention center. We had woken up a little bit late. So we had like stopped somewhere. I'm pretty sure for like coffee or like food or something like that. As we were walking through this little like park, this girl all of a sudden just stopped in her tracks and was like, "Oh my God, you're here. Why are you here?" And this was, by the way, this was PAX West weekend. So the city was super, super busy, even busier than it normally is. The convention center was buzzing. It was just like really intense. And she was like, "Why are you here in my city?" And it was like, "Oh, have you not been like reading my tweets or anything? Or have you not been to the convention?" I was like, "It's PAX West this weekend." And she was like, "No, I didn't know that." She was like, "I'm on my way to work." And she was like, I literally just watched your video before like I went to work to like cheer me up and like, why are you here? And I was like, "I'm here for PAX West. Like I have like signings and like panels and stuff. And I'm here because I'm like meeting fans." And she was like, "Oh my God, I'm on the way to work. I had no idea it was PAX weekend." And she was like just freaking out. And she like was like, "This is so cool. This is really, really awesome." And like we took a picture together and just like chatted for like 5 minutes before she went to work. But it was like, again, it's like, you never know. I might be in your city for like just a quick visit. Like when I go visit LA to like look at houses again, like I might be just hanging out in your neighborhood or something. Who knows? So, but that was like really cute. It was a really cute, awesome interaction. That interaction, I'll always remember it because it was just like, it was really funny. And at the same time, it was just like really sweet. So yeah. Also, Shira, let me scroll back up because I saw you wrote something and I'm sorry that I skipped it. There have been a few times where people at cons came up to me and were like, oh my God, are you Shira? Can I get a hug and a picture? Ah, look at you building your own community. I love that. And like, yes, of course, but where do you know me from? Why do you want a picture? I've done nothing. I mean, it's either the things that I love seeing are people who are part of my community creating their own communities. Because for those of you who don't know, Shira does stream. Please go check out Shira's stream. Please go sub to Shira. Please support them with everything that you can. And then the other thing that I love is when people recognize each other from communities because they bonded over something like, you know, watching videos or streams or whatever over common interests and are like, oh my God, I recognize your, like, I know who you are from like Twitter or like I know who you are from like stream chat or whatever. I love seeing that stuff. I love when you guys have these awesome stories about like meeting up with like people you recognize from communities and like getting them meet essentially like your online friends in real life. It makes me so happy. I love it. It's one of my, it legitimately like makes my heart like just like fill up with so much warmth because it is incredibly wholesome. It's the type of vibes that I always want in this community. Like when I hear stories about people from our community meeting up at conventions or meeting up because they live in the same city and they just want to hang out or whatever, like that is so cool. Like that makes me so happy. That is the exact type of energy that I always want going on in this community. It makes me super happy. Jenna, thank you for shouting out Shira there. Thank you. I don't think convention stuff happens here. I mean, my city isn't all that small, but our convention center is small, and I don't know what happens here. I just don't get out. I need an adventure buddy. Luckily, you have the internet, so if you ever are curious about what actually happens in your city, you can check out what conventions come through. I always tell people this. I will go to literally any convention that offers to bring me out to them. So I've been looking for a new Midwest one for a while, ever since I stopped going to the one in Indiana. I would love one in that general area to replace it. If you know of a convention that you think I'd be a big or a good fit at, feel free to have them email me, and then I can talk business with them and see if they want to bring me out there for a convention. It doesn't matter if it's large or small. Listen, I go to like local conventions here all the time. I went to a local convention where I did a panel, and the panel it had like 12 people or like 20 people in it or something like that. It was like super small room, super small like convention room or panel room. But it was like my own like individual local convention that I wanted to support. And I like met a bunch of fans there that were just like walking around and they were like, oh, you're here? And it was like really cool. It was really cute and really neat. So yeah. Thank you, by the way, to everyone who's been following tonight. I just noticed getting a lot of new followers tonight, which is really nice. It's super cool to see the community grow the way it has lately. Yeah, Shira's amazing. Go follow them on Twitch and make sure that you sub if you can because they deserve it. 100% Steelers. I will echo that sentiment. 100 billion%. But yeah, so you never know. I could show up to, you know, random podunk nowhere convention because they like really wanted me out there and we worked out some sort of deal. I would love to do that. I'm fine with that. If I know that there's like people who want me out somewhere, I might show up at your local convention hall. Who knows? Don't give up hope like that. That's silly. It hasn't happened yet. I've never outright said, no, I'm not going to come to your city ever. Think of it that way. Hey, chat, you know what to do. Positivity chat time. Add someone in chat other than me that you all have just sent me a bunch of love. Oh, yeah. And tell them something you appreciate about them. Oh, yeah. I love that. It's very cute. I love that a lot. Brian might be at your 8-year-old cousin's birthday party. I mean, it wouldn't be that surprise. Okay, so we have been to like small local events where and like we'll be there with like a family friend or we'll be there with like a personal friend or like a family member or something where like people have recognized me and it's really weird. So like we have a lot of local festivals here. I've been stopped during local festivals where people like knew who I was. There was a time that we just went out to visit friends in like a town over, and we went into an Olive Garden, and we were just like catching up with friends we hadn't seen in like months. And so completely random thing. Maybe if your cousin's having a birthday party at Olive Garden, you would have run into me there. But it's one of those things where, and by the way, chat, I love seeing this. I love this, like, you know, torrent of like compliments towards each other. You're all incredible. But so I walked into the lobby of the Olive Garden with like my friends who like, they knew I did like YouTube and Twitch and stuff and like did it full time, but they don't like know much about it. They're not like educated about like how online content creation works. They kind of don't give a shit. But like we walked into the lobby and there was just this girl, like this teen girl sitting at one of the benches, and she just staring at me. And I was like, okay, that's a little bit weird. Do I have like weird stuff on my face? Like what's happening? It's like, is my shirt inside out? And like, as we walked away to like go to our table, my one friend like turned to me and he's like, Morgan noticed as well. And I was like, she was like, do you think that was a fan? And like my friend was like, yeah, maybe that was one of your fans, dude. And I was like, no, there's no way that was like one of my fans. There's absolutely no way that was one of my fans. That's just like weird. And I got home later in the day, and it was back when I had my Snapchat open where anyone could Snapchat to me. So fans used to send me messages all the time, and we'd chat a little bit over there. And then I had to turn it off for reasons I won't get into. But I was just hanging out on Snapchat, and I suddenly the open Snap era. It was such a mistake because it basically opened up to what we talk about here all the time in Twitch chat of, even though I practice mental health stuff before, I am not an active therapist, and I'm very uncomfortable trying to give mental health advice to complete strangers online who I know very little about. And this person would just not stop, and they were getting more and more detailed. And to the point where I was like, you need to talk to a professional, please. And I had already given warnings about it in the past. So I turned off all my Snapchats, open snaps. Only friends can send them to me. Anyway, so this was back when snaps were open. So I was going through my snaps, and I got one that was just like, hey, by any chance, were you in Fayetteville, New York? I think it was Fayetteville. I can't remember. It's some small like suburb of like the Syracuse area. And they were like, were you like in Olive Garden there? And I was like, yeah, why? and she was like, I saw you. And it's like, oh, were you the person staring at me in the lobby? Because I was like, I didn't want to make eye contact in case I had done something weird or whatever. That you were like perplexed by. And she was like, no, I didn't mean to do that. I was just so surprised to see you in there, and I could not believe that it was you, that I convinced myself that it wasn't you. And it was just like a weird thing. So again, who knows? Maybe I'll be visiting like a family member, and I will be in your local Olive Garden. So again, don't write off the chance that I might show up in the most unexpected spot ever. Brittany, thank you for those 20 bits you sent a while ago as well. I honestly didn't think you would remember me apologizing about that. I forgot that I even did. I love that you remembered, even with all the people that are in your streams. I mean, I do my best. I mean, you've been around for a long time, so it makes it a lot easier for me. I do doubt that you'll be anywhere near me at any time. I mean, anytime soon. COVID's not gonna let me travel anytime soon. Pog mods, mod Pog, hell yeah. I mean, the mods are incredibly Pog. Yeah, appreciate the mods. Hello. I love you, kitty cat, but stop. I know, you're the good one. You weren't the one who barfed today. Siggy's the one who ate things he wasn't supposed to eat and then barfed everywhere. Like a butthead. Chat. Oh, shit. I was like, I'm not going to stream for very long tonight. I'm not going to stream very late. I've already actually streamed past when I was going to by about 20 minutes. I was only going to make this like a fairly short, like 2.5 hour stream. So I'm going to wrap up so that I don't like push myself too hard. So I have extra energy tomorrow and we can jump back into whatever and knock it out of the park because, like I said earlier today, was I was just so fatigued. I was just so exhausted all day, and I just don't know why. And I hate feeling like I can't put all my energy into a stream. I feel like when I have like drained mental health as well, like when I'm tired, like emotionally, like it makes the streams worse. And I don't ever want to be like that. So I'm sorry if that was a vibe I gave off at any time tonight. I just appreciate anyone wanting to hang out here with me. Wanting to just spend time. Did we actually top 200 viewers at one point? What the hell, bro? Why? This is a Sunday night. Don't you people have work and school and stuff tomorrow? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. That's really flattering. Thank you very much. That's really, really nice. I hope you all had fun here tonight. I really do enjoy your company. We're at 200 now? Oh my god, that's crazy. That is actually nuts. You're just that cool, Brian. You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. Thank you so much, seriously, for chilling. Not really active on chat, but I also just wanted to say that I love this community so much. Like, you all are so welcoming and loving and just really wholesome. I love you all. Aw, Zem, I'm so glad that you get that out of this community. Very, very cool that anyone's, like, just chilling out with me. I honestly was like, I'm going late. Or I'm starting late because, like, I just didn't have energy to start earlier in the day. I wanted to start, like, hours before I started. But I was just so tired. I was just so out of it that I was like, I gotta charge up a little bit. I gotta charge the batteries at least a tiny bit. No empty tank for me. So I waited. So I legitimately thought that, like, tonight we were going to have, like, 50 people in the stream, which is fine. Like, 50 people is fine. That's 50 people who are using their time to hang out, and that is very flattering. But 50 is still, like, you know, way under what I'm used to our streams having. So I was like, it's late, it's Sunday, no one's going to show up, it is what it is. I'll just, you know, do as much as I can to make it an entertaining stream. But there's been so many people jumping in and out of the stream tonight, and it's very kind. It's really, really nice. You've grown so much since when I first came into your streams. I remember when you had 50 to 60 average viewers, and now it's almost 200. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Brittany. I remember that too, because literally some of those streams were last year. Actually, some of the streams where I had 30 viewers were last year. So in the past year, we've kind of just blown up a lot. I did not expect it to hit 10,000 followers on Twitch, much less, like, what? We're at 13K now? Crazy. That's so many people. So I really appreciate everyone being here. Anyway, chat, I got to get going before I talk too long and we go on for another half hour. So we got the Discord. Thank you so much, Shira, for reminding people of that. If you want to keep the party going, if you like the wholesome, chill vibes that you get here in chat, the Discord is another place where you can find those. I apologize that I'm not on the Discord very much. Again, all the credit for how smoothly the Discord goes is 100% run by the mods, as far as, like, them setting up movie nights, them making sure it's, like, a safe space for people to, like, belong to, them doing the Jackbox nights, them setting up that Minecraft server that everyone has a lot of great, fun on, etc., etc. Setting up all those, like, Among Us voice channels and all the specialized chat rooms, like the Witch chat room and stuff. All that is really cool, but I don't get the credit for that. That is our mod team, and I'm going to try my best to be around on the Discord more. It's, again, I'm aware that that's something I need to work on, that I'm a little bit absent on, but also with everything going on in life and the pandemic draining my brain and my heart constantly, it's something where I'm stretched really thin and I just sometimes forget, and I'm sorry about that. While I'm doing, like, Twitter and Twitch and YouTube and Instagram and whatever the hell else that I'm, like, being pulled in the directions of, I will try to make my way over to the Discord more, though. That is my resolution before the end of the year, is to hang out there and just chat with you guys every now and then. But if you like the energy here, you're going to love the Discord. We also have the VOD channel. Thank you, Steelers, for reminding people of that, where if you want to catch any parts of the stream that you missed, whether you're someone who came in late or if you're someone who had to leave partway through and just came back or whatever, the VOD channel will have those uploads over there, and you're able to watch those at your own pace and never worry about them being deleted, unlike when they go as videos here on Twitch. So make sure to check that out. Make sure to sub there whenever, so that you get notifications whenever I upload a new VOD. Hi, VOD watchers. Yeah, hi, VOD watchers. We appreciate you. We love you. And then we also have the Reddit. If you are a meme master who recently, I have to tip my hat to Steelers fan for being like the ultimate meme master over on the Reddit lately. You've filled up that Reddit with some very funny things that I've been laughing at. If you have any memes from this stream, from any other stream really, if you just have a community joke to make, as long as it has to deal with this community, go ahead and drop some memes over on the Reddit. Go ahead, drop some, like Shira just inspired everyone to do in the chat. If you got some compliments for other members of the community, if you just want to spread some wholesome vibes, some encouraging words, you can put those over on the subreddit. You can put up, clips from the stream that you really like. You can put up fan art. Your writing, if you are someone who wants to like write stuff about the community, like Corey is very big into writing Girbeagly lore over there, which is really cool. I love seeing that. Any of that kind of thing, feel free to toss that over onto the Reddit. Let's make it a lively, funny place. Would love to see more stuff go up on the Reddit. And that's open 24/7, so you can put up memes. Like, people have been posting during off hours recently, which I'm really appreciative of. I'm sorry I don't have specific people to shout out, but people have been putting up like memes and like wholesome things and stuff over on the Reddit, even when I'm not streaming. Like, people put some up last night when I wasn't streaming, and I love that. That's so awesome to see over on the Reddit. But that's another thing that you can join and keep up with and appreciate each other's funny haha jokes and whatnot. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end this stream here, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again. I hope that you guys have a great time every time you tune into one of these random Sunday streams, especially because this is not a day I normally stream on. But I hope that you, just enjoyed yourselves. Thank you so much for all the follows, the bits, the subs, the resubs, the gifted subs, Jesus Christ, this is almost 50 subs tonight. Like, again, why? That is so much. That is way too much. It's like, this is not me memeing. This is me legitimately saying that is so much. I am unbelievably floored by the amount of generosity in this community. Thank you for all that you do and just making this something I'm able to do. Thank you so much. But yeah, thank you for all that. Thank you for the donations that came through tonight as well. You guys are incredible for doing that and wanting to see me, I guess, achieve higher and higher things. Like, I mean, we're going to be upgrading the stream soon because of all of you allowing me to buy a PC. And we're getting, more viewers on the streams. We're getting more people following the community and getting to know what we're all about. That's something really special. So thank you. Those of you who have just been vibing here all night, chatting in chat, or if you're someone who is like too shy to chat, or if you prefer to just lurk and watch, listen in, whatever it is that you do, you're still sharing a lot of time with us, and that's something that we love and appreciate you a lot for. Thank you so much for sharing your time with this community, allowing it to grow. It's so kind of you. Thanks for being a part of what we do. But I hope that you guys have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. You guys are the best in the world. You really are. I love every single one of you so very much. Finger hearts as usual. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I will hopefully see you all in the next stream, where I will hopefully be much more well-rested and energized. And we'll do something fun. So, yeah. Anyway, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
They say life's too short, and I can feel in my bones. The horizon is close now. And the world's been changing lately, but after the storm, we come out strong now. Now that I got all these friends and we're like